Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world, this is the Show Me Sports Network. The following is an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and is a high-fidelity, all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.
It's time for Jefferson City Renegades baseball on the Show Me Sports Network. This is the Jefferson City Renegades pregame show on the exclusive home for Renegades baseball. The Show Me Sports Network will recap last game's highlights, set the stage for first pitch, and even get the thoughts of the head coach during the pregame show. All while we get set to bring you the exciting play-by-play action of your Jefferson City Renegades. The best pregame coverage in the Mink League is on the air as Blake Gazaway and Grayson Smith are ready in the broadcast booth. Exclusive pregame coverage of Jefferson City Renegades baseball is brought to you by Centurion Communication, Batteries Plus Bulbs, Avon with Michelle Carty, Storm Pro Contractors, Mossy Oak Properties, Law Office of Russ Swanigan, River Oak Christian Academy, Kathy Rush Remax Realty, Eddie Gaydell Society, Joe Mockins Ford, Riley Automotive, Southwest Dental, Canterbury Hill Winery, The Dugout Sports Cards, Edward Jones, Central Bank, Farmers Insurance, Animal Medical Center, Downtown Chiropractic Clinic, Jefferson Bank, BE Renewed LLC, Poncheros, State Tech College of Missouri, MFA, and Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Jefferson City Renegades baseball on the Renegades Radio Network. Now, here's the voice of the Show Me Sports Network and the Jefferson City Renegades Radio Network, Blake Gazaway.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. Blake Gazaway here with you as we're coming to you from historic Ernie Vivian Field as your Jefferson City Renegades getting ready to take on the Joplin Outlaws in a team that they're very familiar with. They hooked up with these two teams just 2 nights ago as the Outlaws were here in town. That game was all Outlaws as it was a run-ruled game by a final of 11-0 as Joplin just really had no problem getting on base, getting on often, and getting around the base path and scoring runs. And I assume that'll be something they're just going to pick up on tonight and keep going.
Yeah, I'm hoping the Renegades can pick up what they learned from last time that they played now. I mean, we talked about it last time. Outlaws were running wild, so you got to see if whoever's playing catcher for the Renegades, if they're going to be on their toes the entire game. And I'm hoping the offense can pick it up also. They were able to show up with hits last night against the Sedalia Bombers, but they weren't able to come up on the run side. But I'm hoping they were able to score some runs against the Outlaws that they were shut out last time. And just hoping to see a better ball game as of lately. We haven't seen as many because they're on a 3-game losing streak at the moment. I'm just hoping they pick it up tonight.
Well, it was a tough game. As we said, it was a run-ruled game at the final of 11-1. And really, that was a stretch there for the Joplin Outlaws. They had 3 games in a row where they run-ruled the team. We were game 3 of the 3rd game that happened. They did that to the Chillicothe Mudcats 2 games in a row. So it was a night that they came and they didn't have a ton of hits, but they were able to find a way to get runners in scoring position and eventually keep them going around the base path before they were able to put up those 11 runs. And wasn't that there was any major breakdowns for the Renegades. It was just several things put together, kind of a perfect storm of sorts that did it. As you said, the Renegades riding a 3-game losing streak right now as they lost Saturday to the Chillicothe Mudcats. That was a 4-2 final. And then losing on Sunday to the Outlaws 11-0, and then lost last night in a 3-1 final as they lost to the Sedalia Bombers at Sedalia. Kind of a shakeup here in the Mink League, though, for the South Division, which is where both these two teams play. The Sedalia Bombers, with their win last night, they have claimed the top spot with a record of 9-6 in the South Division. The Joplin Outlaws, they're coming in a half game back, and that is a 3-game win streak, by the way, too, for the Bombers. For the Outlaws, they are coming in a half game back. They're riding a 1-game losing streak, as they sit at 9-7 on the season. The Renegades riding this 3-game losing streak. They're 2 full games back in the South Division as they sit at 7-8. And then the Nevada Griffins, who got the win last night over Joplin, they're sitting at 3 full games back. They're with a record of 7-10. And pretty much as we've said all season long, the North Division, well, it's not really much of a race. As taking a look at their standings, they have the Clarinda A's. They're at the top spot. They're on an 8-game win streak, which Clarinda is who we will see next as we travel up there on Friday. But they're on an 8-game hot streak right now. They're at 12-2. They sit atop the North Division. 4 games back from them are the St. Joseph Mustangs. They're riding a 2-game win streak. They're at 7-5. And then the Des Moines Peak Prospects, they're just edging them just a little bit. They're actually 8.5 games back. So the standings sort of shuffled up here as the Mudcats have a 4-10 record. They're only 8 games back. But the Peak Prospects, they're 8.5 games back at 5-12. So that's their system of how they figured that out actually has them ahead in the standings despite having a half game back difference there. But obviously, as we've said, these are just things that you take and you go early on in the season as we're not quite to the midway point. So really the race is important right now, but we're going to see a lot of shuffling as it happens, hour by hour, day by day. Those will continue to shuffle around. But the Clarinda A's, as well as this Joplin Outlaw team, they're 2 of the teams that really almost sit ahead and really are going to be some front runners for possibilities of taking home a Mink League Division Championship, as well as having a possibility for a Mink League Championship for the 2021 season as well. Taking a look at some of the other games here in the Mink League tonight, there'll be 3 games. As, of course, the game here with the Renegades hosting the Joplin Outlaws. The Sedalia Bombers, they're playing home again tonight. That has the Nevada Griffins on tap. That's set for a 7 o'clock start at Liberty Park Stadium in Dayfield in Sedalia. And then the Des Moines Peak Prospects, they are hosting the Clarinda A's. That at Memorial Park Ball Field in Des Moines. And that's set for a 7 o'clock first pitch as well. So 3 good games on tap for the Mink League this evening. And then we'll have a break for a couple days. We have a rain day tomorrow, but thankfully, barring a freak rainstorm, we shouldn't have to incur our rain day at all. And then we'll have Thursday off, and then Friday we hit the longest road trek we have, as we'll go 2 games to Clarinda, and then on Saturday we'll have 2 games at Des Moines. So those both a 5 and 7:30 start time for those 2 games in the doubleheader. And then no rest for the weary. We'll be right back here on Sunday as there'll be the celebrity softball game, softball game that they usually have every year. That'll be at 5 o'clock, so it'll happen a couple hours before the game as the Bombers will be in town. Then we'll have that game set for 7 o'clock, and then we'll turn right around and travel right back to Sedalia and play at the Bombers' home field there in Sedalia before we get another rest day. So lots of action coming up here in the next several days, including those 2 back-to-back doubleheaders. See the officials, the umpires making their way out from center field. There's a little gate underneath the scoreboard there, so they're going to be headed this way here momentarily as head coaches will meet and go over their instructions as tonight's special night at the ballpark.
Yeah, tonight is River Oak night, as River Oak Christian Academy has all of its teachers and some of its students come and celebrate, watch the Renegades play tonight. We're even going to have a special appearance as I think she's going in the 1st grade, Anna Schmutzler is going to be singing the national anthem. So fun things happening at the ballpark tonight.
That's right. Pretty awesome thing is you said River Oak night here at the ballpark. And teachers and students get in free, and it's just $4 for parents. So that's a pretty awesome deal to be able to come out and be together as a group, as the school, but also most importantly in supporting the Renegades here as they try to get out of this 3-game losing streak they're in. And not that you have any favorites or ties there, but you have a small connection.
Yeah, just a tiny connection. As principal there is my mom. I've had My little sister, she's gone there before. She's grown out of it. School does go from pre-K to 6th grade, so it's a wonderful thing to have them all here. I'm excited for tonight.
Absolutely, and unfortunately we won't get to carry the national anthem as thanks to all of the music laws and copyrights and those things. We can't carry it on because the network's pockets are not that deep to pay for it. So unfortunately, which I know that's not a great excuse and a great reason, but that is the main reason is it is very expensive to carry some of those things, and you wouldn't think it would be, but, it is. And particularly on that's something that happens at the beginning of the broadcast usually that can catch you up, and then, it just kind of goes downhill from there. But I know she will do an outstanding job as the umpires and head coaches meet at home plate to go over their final instructions. As we said, beautiful night here at the ballpark, coming in at 79 degrees. Might have even dropped a couple degrees since then, but we're in the mid to high 70s, which is a huge change from 2 nights ago as it was pushing close to 100.
Yeah, it was a very hot night the other night. And then it cooled off back in Sedalia. I mean, it was probably a good 20 degrees cooler with the wind blowing. I mean, it's been beautiful nights for baseball, but it has varied in different kind of temperatures. And I will have to say, regarding the national anthem, if you do want to hear little Anna Schmutzler sing tonight, I'm sure River Oak Christian Academy on their Facebook page will be videoing it, and you can be able to watch it on there if you look up River Oak Christian Academy on Facebook. Should be able to watch little Anna sing tonight.
That sounds like a great way to be able to catch it, and then they can tune back over to our broadcast here on the Show Me Sports Network. Blake Hasley here with you, joined by Grayson Smith as we bring you coverage all season long here on the Show Me Sports Network. If you haven't done so, be sure and look us up. Just search Show Me Sports Network on Facebook. Like our page. We try to post various happenings. We also get the pregame starters and projected starters, at least. I have a final graphic and several other things, as I know we'll be picking up a few listeners from Joplin and that follow the Outlaws tonight, as they do not have their crew on the road, so they are, I guess, stuck with our broadcast tonight, but I know we'll pick up some of their listeners, so we appreciate you tuning in. As I said, we appreciate the support. Be sure and like us and share our stuff and share it with your friends and invite people to like it. We appreciate that support. So also, while you're there, she said look up River Oak Christian Academy as well, and also look up the Jefferson City Renegades, as they have a pretty interactive Facebook page, have quite a few things they post and keep going, and all kinds of stuff that they have on their page. So do want to throw a plug in, too, for their baseball camp, as get the page pulled up here in a second. Their kids camp, the yearly baseball camp they do, it's scheduled for June 29th, 30th, and July 1st, so that is next week. It's 9 to 11 each day here at Vivian Field. $25 donation to the team, and that gets the kiddos signed up for a high-quality lesson and instruction from the 2019 Class 3 High School Baseball State Championship, and this year runner-up in the state championship for Class 3 with head coach of the Renegades and Mike D'Amelia, as well as Renegades players will be on hand. Just a good chance for your player to feel like an all-star and have fun at camp with other campers. So sign them up and get them out here and have some fun at the ballpark. Always a great time for players to learn baseball and, learn from a great organization and players and coaches who kind of know what they're talking about. We'll take a look at the starting lineups. As for the Joplin Outlaws, they sit at 9-7 on the season. They're the visiting team here. They'll start with shortstop. Batting first is Lawson Faria. They'll bat right field. That's batting second, Brandon Ulmer. Batting third in left field will be Ethan Ellis. Playing second base, batting fourth, Brett Weimers. Batting fifth, designated hitter Sam Golden. Batting sixth, first baseman Jeb Jenkins. Batting seventh will be at third base, Cade Lott. Catching, batting eighth will be Kalen Protaski. Saw him the other night behind the plate, did an excellent job. And batting ninth in center field will be Drake Anderson. Taking a look at the starters for your Jefferson City Renegades, who sit at 7-8 on the season. They'll lead off in left field, and Caden Dial. Batting second will be first baseman in Carter Mize. The DH batting third will be Hamilton Anderson. Batting fourth, center fielder Tommy Reether. Playing shortstop, batting fifth will be Colin Dimmel. Batting sixth in right field will be David Dell. Batting seventh at second base, Ben Burton gets the start tonight. He had the start last night. Batting eighth, playing third base, Seth DeNoyer. And catching tonight's game is Ali Clareau. And on the mound will be Caden Helsel. Should mention for the Outlaws, they'll start in Jack O'Brien. They will start O'Brien on the mound. So it'll be O'Brien versus Helsel on the mound this evening for tonight's contest. As we said, just middle 70s here, so it's going to be a great night for baseball. That sun still beating down, but not nearly as hot as it usually is. At least it doesn't feel like it's as hot as it usually does. We said that
wind feels really nice right now.
Yeah, the humidity has gone away. The storms that came through over the weekend dropped that humidity down a little bit. Well, I guess I should say the weekend and also on Monday, so it's dropped the temperatures down quite nicely. So we are just about ready. As we said, we're going through the starting lineups here at historic Ernie Vivian Field. And then they will have maybe a first pitch, the singing of National Anthem. They are going to have a first pitch, and then they'll clean off home plate with the biggest toothbrush in the Midwest. That's courtesy of Southwest Dental Care. So we're going to have a break here and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Attention class of 2021. It's time to think about your future. It's time for you to take action. It's time to apply to State Tech. But you better hurry because space is filling up fast. In fact, more than 85% of our seats will be filled by March. So don't delay and find out firsthand why State Tech is ranked the best college in the country for the second year in a row. And we are proud to be known as the employer's choice. Apply today at statechmo.edu.
As a former veteran, for 2 years I tried to get my disability and nothing worked. Then I called Wes Flanagan and he got the results that I really needed.
I hear stories like this all the time where people are overwhelmed with the system. As a former Social Security attorney, I will help you get the benefits that you deserve.
Russ Flanagan lives and works in mid-Missouri, and he's here to help you.
The help you deserve for the benefits you've earned. The law offices of Russ Flanagan.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie.
Set the bar high and just go for it. You are destined for greatness.
Is it my imagination, or is everyone telling me I'm already the next big thing?
Find your perfect self and follow your dreams.
My dreams weren't going so well. For some reason, life was feeling dark and I couldn't snap out of it. All I needed was a little support and a few new ideas. YourLifeYourVoice.org helped me get my life back on track. I can take it from here.
We'll have the throwing of the first pitch. Nice job of one of the youngsters from River Oak Christian Academy. Gets a nice hand from the crowd. That was an excellent job. Too bad we couldn't get the national anthem on, but the national anthem singer did a fabulous job. And she did a great job. As we said, now time to clean off home plate with the biggest toothbrush here in the Midwest. That's brought to you by Southwest Dental Care. And another River Oak Academy youngster cleaning the plate off. And got to say, I don't know what his future plans include, but he might have a career brushing overly large teeth. So taking a look at the line for Caden Helsel. He enters the contest. He's pitched in 3 games, had 2 starts. He's has an 0-1 record. His ERA is 5.40. He has 10 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 7 walks, and given up 11 hits in his tenure. He is from Mocaine, Missouri, a right-handed thrower. He's a 6'1", 190-pound sophomore at Drury. So he will be on the mound for the Renegades, as they need to find a way to get out of this 3-game skid that they find themselves in. We said the Renegades enter the game with a 7-8 record, a 9-7 record for the Outlaws, who sit at a half game back. 2 full games back are the Renegades. So shortstop Lawson Faria, he will be the leadoff batter for the game. He's a right-handed batter. Entering, hitting a 182 for the season. We are just about ready for baseball here from historic Ernie Vivian Field.
Here we have Caden Helsel on the mound. He was the opening day starter for the Renegades against the Bombers, and he's also played in the field.
First pitch in there called for strike 1, so he is off to a good start.
Not with fielding the ball, though, as the ball gets away from him. Throw back from catcher.
That's why he's got extra players out there to help him on that part. So he will step back on the rubber. No balls, 1 strike count as he's facing his first batter. Next pitch, that one in there for called strike 2. So Faria down in the count at 0-2. Next offering will be on its way. That one's swinging a miss. First strikeout 1, and out number 1.
Working him quickly. I mean, that was 3 straight fastballs, just blew right by. I would love to see for some pitchers on the Renegades tonight to just go 1, 2, 3. We have not seen that as of late. I think I saw it maybe one time last night, but it's been pretty rough lately.
Yeah, you're right about that. We haven't seen it in any consistent order. Right fielder in Brandon Ulmer will step in. Ulmer hitting a 129 on the season. So he will dig in from the left-hand side of the plate. That first pitch, that one's going to be hit, and Denoyer's going to try to glove it. It was just a slow hit ball, and he cannot get the glove on it as they're going to call that one foul. I was wondering. Nope, they're not going to call a foul, actually. So thought maybe a hit off home plate, but it'll be a slow roller.
That would have been a tough play for Denoyer anyway. I mean, even if he did glit that ball, trying to make a good throw over there, he probably would have been safe anyway, but you have to make almost a Nolan Arenado type play to beat him there.
So Ethan Ellis, he's the left fielder. He'll dig in with 1 on and 1 out. Throw over to first base, runner back in time, no tag. Ellis hitting a 278. Has 10 hits. Has 15 strikeouts, though. First pitch, inside, ball 1. So it'll be 1 ball, no strike count here as the wind picks up just a little bit. It's blowing in from left field. It's 300 down the left field line, 300 down the right field line. 375 at center field. Next offering, that one called strike 1.
That was a good pitch. A high and inside. Cannot get any better than that.
The count goes 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out and a runner on first base. That's Ulmer. As we play in the top of the first inning. Another throw over to first base. Mize has a wicked tag there as he kneels down at the bag and catches that glove on the right hand, and he catches it right there to make the tag.
Yeah, it's pretty convenient for him being left-handed. Able to make a quick tag at first base.
Runner's going to go to second, swing and a miss, throw down, and it's going to be way offline as he almost took the hat off of the head of the back umpire. I think Claro was partially, I wouldn't say impeded there, but that the batter definitely was partially in his way. Head coach Mike D'Amelia is going to come out and have a quick conversation. I think that's maybe what he's going to say is it's hard for the catcher to make a throw down when the guy's standing right in his way. He won't win that argument, neither will I, but I agree that sometimes it's good just to come out and plant that seed and have that quick conversation. It might be one-sided, but have that conversation nonetheless. Helsel looks in, 1-2 count, checks the runner at second, checks the runner a second time. 1-2 pitch on its way, that one fouled off. So we'll stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Outlaws already showing again that they can run. Stole about, I don't even know, probably 10 stolen bases the other night against the Renegades.
It felt like 10 if it wasn't.
Felt like 20, if I'm being honest. Anytime they get on base, they just immediately start moving. They're already doing it tonight as they got their first base runner on. He's already stolen second base.
So 1-2 pitch will be forthcoming. Helsel has a long look in, and that's going to be a high fly ball hit to left field. Going over on it is Reether. He'll make the grab in left field for out number 2. So Reether gets out number 2 in left field. Now stepping in will be second baseman Brett Weimers. Weimers hitting a .351. It's 13 hits and 37 at-bats. He has 8 doubles, 7 RBIs, 4 walks, 1 hit by pitch, 12 strikeouts. Also has 4 stolen bases. Runner on second. Ooh, a pitch misses. Weimers will be heading the count at 1-0. Runner on second base, that's Ulmer with the stolen base after he got a 1-out single. .1-0 pitch on its way. That one in there for a beauty. That thing had a lot of movement across the strike zone. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. That one swung on and missed. That takes it to 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs as we play in the top of the first inning. One-two pitch on its way. That one's going to be hit foul territory. Mize coming over. And he's going to make the grab standing in front of the Outlaws dugout for out number 3. Well, we didn't have a 1-2-3 inning, but I will take it nonetheless. As no runs, only 1 hit given up. They strand 1 out there. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning as we're still scoreless. We go to the bottom of the first. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Through the years, we've faced events that have challenged our lung health, and respiratory therapists saved lives through them all. We've come a long way since the iron lung, but respiratory therapy remains an essential piece to patient care. Heroically working on the front lines of COVID-19, respiratory therapists dedicate their lives to save yours. Essential to patient care, to our care. Take time to thank a respiratory therapist for saving lives every day.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the Lingo.
GOAT, G-O-A-T, acronym, stands for Greatest of All Time. As in, spaghetti sandwiches for dinner? They're my fave. Dad, you're the GOAT.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Jack O'Brien will be on the mound for the Outlaws as he is from San Diego, California, right-handed thrower. He's a junior at Hawaii Pacific U, so he's well-traveled, I could say. He enters with a 1-0 record, pitched in 3 games, has 1 save, a 1.22 ERA.
Good.
Good.
Sorry, I forgot to stop our commercial there that was upcoming. He's pitched, O'Brien has pitched 7.1 or 7 1/3 innings, 10 strikeouts, and 7 hits he's issued. So he's had some pretty quality starts and time at the mound as left fielder Caden Deal will lead off the bottom of the first inning. He'll show bunt. He'll bunt that foul. So we'll be down to the count at 0-1. Deal from O'Fallon, Missouri, a 5'10", 175-pounder. He bats left, throws right, a freshman in Northwest Missouri State. So he'll be down to the count at 0-1. He'll show bunt again. He'll take that one for a ball. Pulls it back. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Next offering, swung on and missed. O'Brien threw it by him. And had some velocity on it. One-two pitch, that one swung on and missed. So both teams exchanging leadoff strikeouts as they start the game. Stepping in now will be first baseman Carter Mize. Mize from St. Louis, Missouri, 6'2", 200-pounder. He's a left-hander across the board, a junior at Missouri Baptist.
Mize batting in the second spot today. He's usually batted third or fourth.
He enters hitting a 345 clip. Second to the on-deck man and Hamilton Anderson. First pitch called strike 1. Mize has found a way to just collect hit after hit. He has 20 hits in 58 at-bats. He's had 2 home runs as well. A 1 pitch. That one called strike 2. Mize does have 5 stolen bases as well. So no balls, 2 strikes to count here. 1 out. That one in the dirt. Mize will swing at it. Got him fooled, and they'll throw down and get out number 2.
He was really fooled on that pitch. That thing was almost a left, or I guess in the right-hander's batter's box.
So Hamilton Anderson, he'll step in. He's playing in the DH role tonight. He's from Columbia, Illinois, 6'3", 200-pounder. He's a left-handed batter, right-handed thrower. He's a freshman at State Fair Community College. He's hitting a team-leading .404. He has also a team-leading 21 hits. First offering to him, that one outside, ball 1.
And team-leading home runs.
Does have
and RBIs.
RBIs, and kind of across the board, he's leading in most categories. That one upstairs, ball 2. Tommy Reether, the center fielder, he will be standing in the on-deck circle as Anderson bats with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. We're still scoreless. He's going to hit a ball that's going to be fielded by the first baseman, throw over to the pitcher covering the bag for out number 3. As it's a 3-1 put out. So 3 up and 3 down. We'll go to the top of the second inning, still scoreless. You're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball, here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Parents, catching kids being good is at the heart of every parenting strategy you'll find at boystown.org/parenting. We've got parenting guides, articles, videos, quick tips, and even live parent talks on Facebook with Boys Town experts. Visit boystown.org/praise to receive your 10 Ways to Praise magnet. It's a great reminder to catch them being good, and that great parenting advice is just a click away.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
Jelly. Jelly adjective. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
We'll go to the top of the second inning. Neither team has yet to score, as the Outlaws will send hitters 5, 6, and 7 to the plate. That'll be led by designated hitter Sam Golden. He will be the first one that steps in. Golden hitting a .316 on the season. First pitch to him, called, strike one.
Lots of these players on the Outlaws are batting over 300.
So the 0-1 pitch on its way. That one a little outside. Even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. As you said,
not counting the pitcher, there's 8 batters batting over 300. Pitcher has 1 at bat with 1 hit, so.
That one outside for ball 2. Well, he's hitting, he's pulling an Eddie Goodell hit as he's got a perfect at bat. Well, he only has 1.
Ooh.
That one hits Golden in the back.
Right between the numbers on the back.
So it'll be a leadoff hit by pitch as Golden will jog down to first base. First baseman Jeb Jenkins, he will step in. We did not see him 2 nights ago. He's hitting a .233 as 7 hits in 30 at-bats, including 2 doubles. Golden takes a healthy lead at first base. Helsel will look in to get the sign. First pitch is going to be hit off the end of the bat. Going back on it is Burton. He'll make the over-the-shoulder grab. Actually, that's not Burton. It was screened off. That's coming in. Making it is Dell. So that's out number 1. Couldn't quite see who was going to come down with it. It was screened off by home plate umpire and Claro. So third baseman Cade Lott will step in. Lott hitting a .297 on the season so far. That pitch misses, 4 ball 1. Next offering, that's going to be hit a mile into the air. Coming over is center fielder. He's going to his left, and Reether will make the grab for out number 2. Now stepping in, Kalen Protaski. He's catching tonight's game. He enters hitting a .161. So he will step in from the right-hand side of the plate. Throw over to first base. That's a close play right there. But they say runner was safe. Helsel will look in. And he'll get the sign. First pitch upstairs to Protaski, ball 1. So he will dig back in with a 1 ball, no strike, 2 out count here. Center fielder Drake Anderson in the on-deck circle. That one's going to be fouled off, so that'll take us to a count of 1-1. Golden still standing at first base after being issued a leadoff hit by pitch. Neither team has scored yet as we play here in the top of the second. like to see the Renegades get out of this inning. Runner will go to second, throw down. That one looks like it's in time, and they're going to say that he was safe as Golden just slides under the tag. I think if that throw was down about a foot, he's out. So 2 balls and 1 strike as that pitch was taken for a ball. Next pitch, that one fouled off. So it'll even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As I said, I'd like to see the Outlaws strand another runner at second base as they did in the first inning, as they are aggressive in the base path. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Helsel will look in. He'll get the sign. Now he'll step off. So we said Golden standing at second base. He had a hit by pitch, awarded him first base, and then he stole second just a couple pitches ago. So 2-2 count forthcoming. That's going to be a ball hit into left field, and it's going to be over Deal's head. And Golden is going to score, and it'll be a 2-out double.
I'm not really sure what Deal was trying to do. He kind of started running in at first as the ball was hit well over his head. So then he has to run all the way back to the wall to go get that, as there's now a double to score in the first run of the ball game for the Outlaws.
Center fielder Drake Anderson, he will step in. We'll find him on the point streak system here, so he's either a relatively new player or doesn't have a lot of at-bats, as in none that are in point streak. First pitch to him is going to be in there for called strike 1. Anderson, a left-handed batter. Outlaws take the 1-0 lead here in the top of the second inning. Next pitch, that one upstairs. That'll take it to 1 ball and 1 strike as Protaski gets the RBI double. He hit a rocket into left field. 1-1 pitch. It's going to be hit off the end of the bat, and it's going to go to shallow center field, and it will drop, and center fielder misplays it. That's Reether, and that'll be another RBI. So that'll be an RBI single. So we'll be a 2-0 lead now. Now back to the top of the order, and shortstop Lawson Faria. He was a strikeout victim his first time at bat. I think that ball, Reether in center field, I think that hit like a clod of dirt out there or a clump of grass. Throw to first base. Runner just gets back in time. That's Anderson. Kind of took a funny hop as didn't get up to the glove that Reether put out. So Faria steps in. Runner goes to second. There'll be a throw down again offline. So it'll be a stolen base. They've had 2 in this inning, 3 in the game.
We're only in the second inning. I just cannot believe their aggressiveness.
Well, like I said, that's part of why they had 3 games in a row, or they ruled the team. Turn and a throw to second. No tag, but runner was back safely, but that was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Helsel will look in and get the sign as he faces Faria. First pitch. That one upstairs makes it 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here as we play in the top of the second. Outlaws have plated 2. They're trying to add to that lead, have a runner on second base. That's Anderson. Helsel will check the runner, that one upstairs. That takes it to 3 balls and no strikes. 2 outs here. Again, we've seen the Outlaws get 2 back-to-back outs in the first 3 at batters of this inning and then give up 2 runs. 3-0 pitch on its way. That one upstairs, ball 4. So Faria will be issued a 2-out walk, and we're going to have a conversation on the mound. Brandon Ulmer will step in, the right fielder. He had a single that he legged out in the first inning. Stole second, but then was left stranded out there. So they'll have a quick talk on the mound. Still scoreless. Let me refresh this. Well, I can't say if it's scoreless or not at Sedalia as their problems with their point streak system continue. They had a problem with it part of the way into our game last night, and they have yet to update it. It still says pregame, and it's a 0-0 score. The Des Moines Peak Prospects, they're also hosting Clarinda. The A's come to town for them. They don't show a score, but they have yet to have any of their games live scored with the point streak system. They just simply upload it after the fact. So right fielder Brandon Ulmer will step in. He is 1 for 1. So he digs in on the left-hand side of the plate, has 2 on the base path. As first and second base both occupied. First pitch to him, misses outside, ball 1. It looked like that was a pretty good pitch. Just couldn't get the outside part of the plate. So Ulmer will dig back in. He'll foul that one out of play over the third base dugout, so that will leave the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So 2 outs still. This is the fourth batter that we've seen after getting 2 outs. 1-1 pitch will be on its way. Helsel checks the runner at second. Now the 1-1 on its way, that one upstairs. That takes it to 2 balls and 1 strike.
He has just not been able to locate his fastball. All his fastballs have been high out of the zone so far.
Yeah, he's got the heat on it, but just can't get it onto the strike zone. And huge lead at second base for the runner there. That pitch, outside corner, called strike 2.
Oh, it was called strike. I can't even see the ump right now.
He's standing right there. He's wearing a blue shirt. No, it's hard to see because you're looking right into that sun as we look down the first base line, and you're staring just right into the sun that's setting. So it does make it a little hard. Makes a few shadows on the field, but it'll be down quickly. 2-2 pitch forthcoming. After Helsel checks the runner at second, that one outside, a little upstairs. That'll take the count to full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Luckily, I'm not completely blinded, though, as I have my brand new Jefferson City Renegades hat, which you can come get. You can come get it at the field at Ernie Vivian for just a good $20. $15 for a shirt, $20 for a hat.
So payoff pitch as we're sitting at full with 2 outs. That one's going to be a hard hit ball to center field. Reether will step over 2 steps. He'll make the grab for out number 3. However, there was some damage done as the Outlaws score 2 runs in the top of the second inning. So they lead 2-0. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball, here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel.
Meet Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker. New from Be Normal. This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
Wow. Big things going on in the world lately. With so much confusion, it's easy to feel lost and overwhelmed. We all want to believe in something. And the most important cause of all is your amazing self. YourLifeYourVoice.org has answers and advice for teens who feel left out and are starting to doubt themselves. You have so much to offer. YourLifeYourVoice.org can help you find it.
The shortstop, he'll double clutch, throw over, did not get him in time. So Reether legs out, an infield hit, double clutch by the shortstop, and could not make the throw in time. Shortstop Colin Dimmel, he will step in now. As Dimmel from Overland Park, Kansas, a 6-foot, 170-pounder. He's right-handed across the board, a freshman at Truman State. So he digs in from the right-hand side of the plate. Long look in from O'Brien. First offering, high fly ball. That's going to be hit towards center field. Going back on it, and almost a collision. And as a center fielder comes down with it after he almost takes the head off of his left fielder. That was Anderson coming over, taking it from Ellis. Dimmel gave it a long ride, but just not quite enough. Comes up at the warning track.
Not sure why the center fielder's going all that way for a clear left fielder's ball. I mean, I think it was more left. It was in left center, but closer to left.
Right. He was playing a little over, shifted more towards the other side of the field. As David Dell will step in. Dell is lined in a minute. First offering to him. That'll be in there for called strike one. Dell from right here in Jefferson City. He's a 6-foot, 170-pounder right-hander across the board, freshman at Columbia College. He'll be down in the count at 0-1. Ben Burton in the on-deck circle. 0-1 pitch, that one upstairs. That evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. As Reether still standing on first base. 1 out here as we play in the bottom of the second. The Outlaws leading by a score of 2-0. O'Brien looks in. There's his 1-1 offering. That one fouled back. Dell just a hair behind it. Fouls it straight back. Dell will dig back in. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Reether getting the first pitch. Lead off single to lead off the inning. 1-2 count, and that one's going to be fouled into the on-deck circle for the Renegades, so it'll still be a 1-2 count for Dell. 1 out here as we play. Outlaws leading 2-0. We play here in the bottom of the second inning. O'Brien looks in, 1-2 offering. That one's downstairs. That evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. O'Brien taking his time to get the sign. As Reether on first base. O'Brien will get what he's looking for. He'll get set. 2-2 offering on its way. That one fouled off, so we'll do it again. Beautiful night here at the ballpark. Says it's 74 degrees here at historic Ernie Vivian Field. After the heat we had in the last week, it feels amazing. Dell has an even count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Next pitch, that one down in the dirt. Reether's going to take off for second as neither can find the ball, and they're going to tell him to hold up. So Reether will have second on a wild pitch. I think died over here near us, I think. And Reether not had to change his momentum. He was headed back to the bag. He didn't get a great jump on it. I think he could have made third because the catcher had no clue where it went, neither did the pitcher. O'Brien has the payoff pitch as we're at 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Reether on second base. Payoff pitch on its way. That one upstairs, walked him. So Dell issued a 1-out walk. So Reether on second, Dell on first base. Stepping in now will be a second baseman in Ben Burton. He's from Wellsville, Missouri, 5'10", 175-pounder. He's a right-handed batter and a right-handed thrower. He's a freshman at Lindenwood. So he steps in here. He's hitting a 182 clip entering the game. He shows bunt. He's going to bunt it foul down the first base line, ends up over by the first base dugout. So he's trying to move those runners over, get them ever closer to home plate. We said Reether on second base. Dell on first base. Reether on second. Burton will windmill the bat. Acts like he's going to show bunt again. O'Brien will check the runner at second. He's going to take that one for called strike 2. So Burton will be down in the count at 0-2. Sun finally almost down that tree line. At least we're in the shadows now, so. Set DeNoyer in the on-deck circle. O'Brien looks in. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here as we play in the bottom of the second. Next offering, that one in the dirt. So I'll take it to 1 ball and 2 strikes. They have speed on the base path. If Burton can put it in place somewhere, possibly in the corner, they might tie the ball game up. 1-2 pitch on its way. That one upstairs, a little chin music there. Trying to throw the concerto on that pitch. So that evens it at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here. O'Brien again looks in. Now he's set, got the pitch he wanted. Check the runner at second. A pitch inside, missed the inside part of the plate. Boy, I thought that arm was going up to ring it up as a strikeout.
Yeah, O'Brien definitely wanted to be a strikeout. Yelling at his glove, he wanted that pitch.
So full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Burton at bat, 1 out, 2 on. So we play bottom of the second, 2-0 Outlaws lead. Payoff pitch, and that one's going to be a little blooper, and it's going to fall. And it's going to be a base hit, and we're going to have the bases loaded with 1 out as Burton hits a little blooper into shallow right center field. So now we'll have the bases loaded as Seth DeNoyer, third baseman, he steps in. He's from St. Charles, Missouri, 6'2", 205-pounder, right-handed thrower, right-handed batter, a junior at Indiana Kokomo. So he has got a chance to get his team tied up and or take the lead. DeNoyer hitting a 138 on the season.
Here comes a crucial part in the ball game. Renegades have not been able to score runs with runners in scoring position lately, or even at all. But they're hoping to score with 3 runners on the base pass. They got to score at least 1 here, otherwise it's not going to be great for them.
Big swing and a miss. That one was low. DeNoyer couldn't lay off of it. So he's trying to give the Renegades a 4-2 lead with that swing. Ale Clareau will be in the on-deck circle. 1 out here. Bases are loaded. No balls, 1 strike count to DeNoyer. O'Brien will look in. He's set. There's his pitch. And that's going to be a little blooper hit off the end of the bat. Going out is the right fielder. They are going to send the runner home, and Reether will touch home plate. So DeNoyer will get an RBI with a sac fly. to right field. That'll be cutting that lead down to 1 at 2-1. As Ale Claro, he will step in. He is from Aruba, 5'7", 170-pounder. He's right-handed across the board, sophomore at Northwest Missouri State. He's hitting a 194 on the season. Runners on first and third. He'll hit a chopper to the third baseman. He'll glove it. Has to stop his momentum, threw it in the dirt, but was able to dig it out. Was the first baseman and Jenkins, and that will be a 5-3 putout and end the inning. However, the Renegades were able to plate one and cut that lead in half at 2-1, so we'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
I want to get back to kissing the cheeks of my grandbabies, making Sunday dinner with a house full of family and lots of laughs.
COVID-19 has changed how we live and how we feel. But now, there are vaccines. And they are the very first step that let us get back to what we miss most. It's okay to have questions.
Is it safe?
Should I wait? Now, get the facts. Visit getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision when vaccines are available to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
It doesn't matter how you say it, as long as you say it often. Praise your child at least 4 times for every time you correct them, and you'll be on your way to raising a confident, caring kid. 4-to-1 Praise is just one of the many parenting tools from the experts at Boys Town. Visit boystown.org/praise to receive your 10 Ways to Praise magnet. It's a great reminder to keep it positive and that helpful parenting advice is just a click away.
We go to the top of the third inning. As the Outlaws lead 2-1, they'll send hitters 3, 4, and 5 to the plate. They'll lead off with left fielder Ethan Ellis. He flew out to left field his only at bat. Helsel still on the mound for the Renegades. They finally were able to, as you were saying, Grayson, get a run with some runners on the base path. That has been a tough thing for them. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Outlaws. 1 run on 1 hit. And no errors for the Renegades. So Ellis, first batter of the inning. First pitch, he's going to crank that one into left field, shallow left field for a leadoff single.
First pitch swinging.
So he'll be standing on first base. As stepping in will be second baseman Brett Weimers. He fouled out. And an out to Mize over near the dugout in his first at-bat. So Weimers at-bat throw over to first base. So Weimers will step in. First pitch is going to be called strike 1. Sorry, we're resituating our chairs here, so 0-1 count to Weimers. Next pitch, that one swung on, strike number 2.
Right by him. Good heater right there.
So Weimers down in the count at 0-2. As we said, he fouled out. Caught by Mize over by the Outlaws dugout. In his first at bat, that ended the first inning. Hessel's next pitch runner goes to second. Ball's high. Throw is on the money.
There it is.
And the tag is not going to be there. I don't know what they have to do to get a runner out at second base because that looked like that was perfect from here.
Do you even think that they get a steal sign?
No, I think they just
on their
go.
own?
If you want my honest opinion, I think they just go.
It's the third inning. They have 4 stolen bases.
I think pretty much when they get on first base, we're just going to assume they're going to steal at some point. Swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout for Weimer, so he is 0 for 2 on the night.
I don't think you assume. I think you know.
I was going to say I thought that they were going when there was 2 strikes, but they have proved me wrong on that. Stepping in will be designated hitter Sam Golden. He was hit by a pitch last inning. 1 out here, runner on second base. Golden at the plate. He's a right-handed batter. First pitch inside, swung at it. I think that would have been a ball if he wasn't swinging.
Yeah, I don't think you would ever make contact with that. If he did, it'd probably be a foul ball. It was so inside.
Yeah, it'd probably be off his hands or right in front of it. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. Helsel has a long look at second base. Checks the runner a third time. 0-1 pitch. That one's going to be a chopper, and it's going to be hit to shortstop. He'll glove throw over, and Mize could not come up with it as it hits Golden, and I think that might have got him in the face.
Second time he's got hit by a ball. First time was hit by a pitch. This time on a throwing error by the shortstop.
He's going to have some bruises. He says he's okay. He's telling his third base coach, I got it, no problem, get back. So he'll be standing at first base. On that, too, the runner goes home. Just had to double check and make sure that Ellis did go home for an RBI, so now back to a 2-run lead. First baseman Jeb Jenkins. That's the magic formula here for the Outlaws, I think, this season, is they're aggressive on the base path, and you make one little mistake, and they find a way to put a run across the plate. First pitch downstairs to Jenkins.
Now, I normally wouldn't ask this, but do you think they steal here even after Golden's gotten hit twice? And he's a big guy, too. He did steal a base an inning or 2 ago.
I think he's going to wait at least for a strike. There's a high fly ball. It's going to be hit towards left field, going back on it, and making the over-the-shoulder grab is Deal. I thought that was going to...
I didn't think he had a shot at that at all.
Be in his glove, but he proves me wrong. As put a star by that play for Deal in left field as he caught that over the shoulder, gets out number 2. Caden Lott, third baseman, he's 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field. As the Renegades put up a 1 spot here, trying to hold them to no more as they lead 3-1. Lott digs in from the right-hand side of the plate. He'll hit the ball on the money, and that's going to drop into the gap in left center field. Now we're going to have runners on the corners at first and third. Well, they are just first pitch swinging here. Protaski will step in now. Kalen Protaski, the catcher, he has an RBI double. 2 outs here in the inning as we play in the top of the third inning. Renegades trailing 3-1. Helsel will look in, get the sign. That pitch hit him on the back. So now the bases will be loaded. Protaski will jog on down to first base. Him and Golden are going to have matching bruises right in the center of their back. Center fielder Drake Anderson, he will step in. He has an RBI single and also a stolen base. At some point, it's really null and void. We start announcing the stolen bases because it'll feel like everybody on the roster has a stolen base for the Outlaws.
I'm going to try and keep count tonight. So far, we have 4.
So Anderson digs in. Bases juiced for him. Here with 2 outs. First pitch misses inside. That makes it 1 ball, no strikes. Well, I can tell you they're with a high probability, I can't say uncertain, but they're probably not going to steal here. And that pitch is going to be hit right up the middle, diving for it. Shortstop cannot come up with it, and they'll have 1 run in. Claro is going to be at home plate, and he's going to hold on to the ball, and they're going to say he is out.
There it is.
As sorry, that's not Protaski. That is Lott. Thrown out at home plate. Claro takes a massive hit, but holds on to the ball. Gets sandwiched between himself and the umpire. So they hold the Outlaws to just 2 runs there. That could have been a whole lot worse. As we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, the Outlaws lead by 3 at 4-1. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
It costs so little to teach a child to love, and so much to teach him to hate. These simple but profound words from our founder are at the core of each parenting strategy you'll find at boystown.org/parenting.
Teach me respect.
Teach me patience.
Teach me love.
Visit boystown.org/magnet to receive a Teach Love magnet as a reminder that the change we want to see in our world begins at home. And Boys Town is there to help along the way.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfies. Nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
Well, we go back to the top of the lineup as left fielder Caden Helsel steps in. He is 0 for 1 on the night, had a strikeout to lead off the ball game. Both teams exchanging leadoff strikeouts. First pitch to him inside, ball 1. Hopefully you're enjoying tonight's broadcast here on the Show Me Sports Network as we're just past 8 o'clock. That pitch outside, ball number 2. Blake Gazaway here with you, joined by Grayson Smith here on the Show Me Sports Network, exclusive home for Renegades Baseball and the Renegades Radio Network. We'll bring you coverage all season long. O'Brien's 2-0 pitch. That one caught the outermost highest part of the plate.
About a centimeter of the strike zone.
A 2-1 pitch. That one's fouled off. That takes us to 2 balls and 2 strikes. The thing didn't catch by much, but it caught by at least a seam. As we said, beautiful night here at the ballpark. The River Oak Christian Academy night here at the ballpark. There's been a big contingent that made it out to the game, and I'd say you're quite popular. 2-2 pitch. That one misses upstairs. That'll take us full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Obviously, it's your old stomping grounds, so
well, I used to work there. I never went there, but worked the after-school care there. That was about it, though.
That pitch called, strike 3. That retires Deal for out number 1. He's had a strikeout looking and a strikeout swinging. Carter Mize is going to step in. So he's 0 for 1. He was thrown out at first after he had a strikeout, but the ball was in the dirt. They threw down to first base and got him. So he will step in, left-handed batter. He was hitting a .345 to start the game off. with 20 hits he's got this season. That one fouled straight back. So that'll be no balls and one strike here. In the bottom of the third inning, Outlaws leading 4-1. One out here as we play. 0-1 pitch. That one's going to be a high fly ball. Second baseman going back on it. He's going to grab it just at the edge of the grass for out number 2. That's Weimers. Now stepping in, designated hitter Hamilton Anderson. He's 0 for 1 with a 3-1 put out. As he'll step in, he has a team leading 21 hits, a 404 clip to enter the game. Also has a team leading 18 RBIs. And a team leading home run record with 4. That one's going to be bobbled and goes into right field, so he's got a 2-out single. As second baseman came over and misgloves that, and he will get credit for a 2-out single. Really looked like the second baseman got turned around and just...
Yeah, it was a hard play anyway.
I don't know what exactly happened there, but he just kind of got turned sideways and couldn't get a full glove on it. Center fielder Tommy Reether steps in. He's 1 for 1 with a single, infield single that he beat out earlier. Also made second on a wild pitch. So Anderson at first base has a decent lead over there. Reether, left-handed batter. First pitch, he'll foul that out the other side. That goes over the Renegades dugout, so Reether will step back in with an 0-1 count. Anderson will lead off at first. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Throw over to first base. Anderson back in time. Outlaws leading 4-1. Neither team scored in the first, but 2 runs in the second and 2 in the third for the Outlaws. 1 run in the second, and we're still playing here in the bottom of the third for the Renegades. That pitch is going to be a well-hit ball to left field, going back on it to left fielder, and he's going to track it down at the warning track. And Reether hit that one in a hard shot, but cannot get on base with it, as that will be out number 3. So no runs, just 1 hit in the inning, and they strand 1 on the base path. We'll go to the top of the 4th inning. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
America's veterans have always stepped up and made great sacrifices. But with the COVID-19 crisis, many veterans are struggling to make ends meet or get the care they need. DAV has helped ill and injured veterans for 100 years, but today the need is greater than ever. You can help. Go to DAV.org to help provide critical support to veterans in need, or to learn more about DAV's free programs and services supporting veterans.
As the COVID-19 vaccines become available, you may be asking yourself, should I get it? Will it help me get back to doing the things I love, like meeting friends or traveling? And can I do it without putting my family at risk? You've got questions, that's normal. So visit GetVaccineAnswers.org for the latest information on the COVID-19 vaccines. Getting back to the moments we miss starts with getting informed. It's up to you. A message brought to you by the Ad Council and the CDC.
We go to the top of the 4th inning, as the Renegades trail 4-1 in our ball game so far. Line item looks like 4 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors for the Outlaws. 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 error for the Renegades. As leading off will be top of the order, and Lawson Faria, the shortstop, he will lead off for the Outlaws as they'll send hitters 1, 2, and 3 to the plate. Then right fielder in Brandon Ulmer will be in the on-deck circle. Left fielder Ethan Ellis due up third. Helsel still on the mound for the Renegades. First pitch called strike one on the outside part of the plate. Faria took a strikeout and has a walk. 0-1 pitch on its way. That one hit him.
That's his third hit by pitch tonight. Or third time hitting a batter tonight, I should say.
Faria will jog down to first base. It's also the second inning he's had where he hit the first batter. And I think that's going to be the night for Helsel. As Helsel doesn't want to leave, but I say his night is done. Well, he's going to get a good hand from the crowd here at historic Ernie Vivian Field. It's like that new pitcher in the game. Check to see who that is. Looks like that's 26.
You are correct.
So Xander Lovin will be on the mound. Well, he enters the contest here for the Renegades. He's a sophomore at Northwest Missouri State. He's from Columbia, a 6 foot, 185-pound right-handed pitcher. As he comes on to work here in the top of the fourth inning. So he will go through his warm-ups here. We'll get you his line in just a second. So he said he is from just up the road at Columbia. He's pitched in 4 games, but has a record of 0-1. Has a 3.37 ERA. He's pitched 5 1/3 innings, had 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, and issued 7 hits. So he inherits a 4-1 ball game. The Outlaws have 4 runs. Renegades have 1. So we play here still in the top of the 4th inning. 4 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors for the Outlaws. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error for the Renegades. As Brandon Ulmer, the right fielder, he will step in. He is 1 for 2 with a infield single and a fly out to center field. So be a good time for a double play here. Runner's going to go to second, throw down. That one offline, and it's going to end up in center field. And we're going to have stolen base followed by a move to third on that errant throw.
Number 5.
Can almost say it was a double steal, but it wasn't a double steal in the common sense that we think of as a double steal. So will be a 1 ball, a no strike count. Nobody out here. Runner on third base. That's Faria. Ulmer digs back in. He'll foul that one straight back. I'll take it to 1 ball and 1 strike. As we said, Outlaws leading 4-1. They put together a very solid team this season. Ulmer will dig back in. 1-1 pitch on its way. That one got him to cut on a low slider. Takes it to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, he laid it out there and just could not lay off of it. So 1-2 count. Nobody out, runner on third base. Next pitch. That one inside. Claro had to slide over to get it. That evens a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes as Lovin coming in here in the top of the 4th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, pitch on its way, swing and a miss for strike 3. Ulmer was fooled twice. Got him to go on 2 pitches that were outside of the zone. Ethan Ellis will step in, the left fielder. He has a single to left field his last at bat and a fly out to left field. Also had a stolen base. So Levin looks in, gets the sign he wants. His first offering misses outside, ball 1. Ellis will dig back in. 1-0 offering from Levin. That one outside, ball 2. Faria standing on third base. He was hit by a pitch. Stole second. Ball ended up in center field. He was able to take third on that same play. 2-0 pitch. That one misses outside. Ball 3. Kind of the same similar situation we saw with trying to catch the corner of the plate, but just can't get these pitches to fall. 3-0 pitch on its way. That one in the dirt, gets to the backstop. Clareau cannot glove it, and it'll be a walk and another run scored as Ellis trots on down to first base with a 4-pitch walk. And Faria touches home plate on that pass ball. Second baseman Brett Weimer steps in. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out. He's going to hit a hot shot to left field. Coming over is Deal. He'll glove it, send the runner back to first base without number 2. Designated hitter Sam Golden steps in. He is 1 for 1 with an RBI single last inning. Also was hit by a pitch, and he also stole a base. Ended up scoring one of those runs in the second inning. So 2 outs here, runner on first base. Levin's first pitch. That one misses, ball 1. I thought that thing just dropped into the strike zone, but
I thought it did too.
It did not. Golden was also hit in the face on a...
Ooh, that was as close of a
close
pickoff.
throw over to first base.
You ready for stolen base number 6?
As there was an errant throw that caught Golden in that RBI single he had at first base. Caught him on the chin or the cheek. 1-0 count, pitch on its way. That one fouled straight back. So I'll take it to 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Golden was hit by a pitch in the second inning, had an RBI single last inning. Levin looks in, gets the sign he wants. Throw over to first base. Again, close play. Ellis still able to get back on the bag. That one wasn't as close as the previous throw over to first. 1-1 pitch in the dirt.
There's number 6.
Stolen base. I can tell you before they steal, they have to at least have 1 strike on the board. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Outlaws leading 5-1. Levin looks the runner down at second base. Still looking him down. Now the 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. The ball was upstairs, but got Golden to pull the trigger. That evens it at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So we play here top of the first inning. A 1 spot put up by the Outlaws. The 2-2 pitch from Levin on its way. That one's going to be hit into right field. Coming over on it, making the grab is Dell. for out number 3. Well, they were able to score 1 run in the inning, so the Outlaws extend their lead to 5-1. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Crooked teeth may embarrass kids whose families can't afford braces, and trying to fix their teeth themselves can make things worse. Luckily, there's Donated Orthodontic Services, a program from the American Association of Orthodontists. For children and teens who qualify and are matched with a volunteer orthodontist, treatment can be life-changing and help them smile with confidence. Learn more at aaoinfo.org.
COVID-19 has changed how we live and how we feel. But now there are vaccines, and they are the first step that lets us get back to the things we miss most, like spreading the word without spreading concern, girls tripping instead of solo sipping, and talking smack with the side of mac and cheese. It's okay to have questions about COVID-19 vaccines. Now, get the facts. Visit getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision when COVID-19 vaccines are available to you. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Renegades trailing 5-1. Smell the grill fired up. Still time for you to get out to the ballpark here at historic Ernie Vivian Field. Get yourself something from the concession stand and watch a little baseball. Leading off will be hitters 5, 6, and 7. That'll be shortstop Colin Demmel. He flew out to center field, and his only at bat of the night. He will lead off. Right fielder David Dell will be in the on-deck circle. Then Ben Burton, second baseman, will be due up. First offering, that one in the dirt. Ball 1 as Demmel digs in, right-handed batter. Outlaws again finding ways to score runs. They lead 5-1 now. It's going to be a chopper. It's going to go foul down the third base line. So I'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Demmel digs back in. And his team trailing by 4 now at 5-1. O'Brien's next offering. That one misses low. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out here as Demmel is the first batter here in the inning. 2-1 pitch. That one inside part of the plate for called strike 2. That takes us even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Demmel digs back in. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike number 3. Stepping in now will be right fielder David Dell. He took a walk. He had an 8-pitch walk after taking it full. But he was able to get on first base with that walk issued. Took O'Brien very deep in the pitch count there. So Dell steps back in the right-handed batter's box. First pitch to him. He's going to hit a little nubber off the end of the bat. Going out as the second baseman. He'll be called off. And the right fielder comes in and makes the grab for out number 2. So second baseman Ben Burton, he was safe at first base with a single, his only at bat, so he's 1 for 1. Took that into right field on a full count pitch. So he will dig in. His team trailing by 4 at 5-1. First offering from O'Brien, that one called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here as we play bottom of the 4th. Next offering, swing and a miss for strike number 2.
Renegades are just getting shut down right now. They've not been able to produce a lot of offense lately.
So the 0-2 pitch on its way. And that's going to be a chopper that's going to be fielded by the shortstop. He'll glove it, sidearm it to first in time for the 6-3 put out. And that is 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. As we go to the top of the 5th inning, Renegades trail at 5-1. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
This is my husband, Alex Hussey. Alex is about 2 weeks away from coming home.
And I stopped on the bomb. Lost my legs, my left hand in an explosion.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there. With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small. DAV helps veterans and their families get the benefits they've earned.
Look at that smile! You did it!
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.
Renegades as Andrew Patton will
military life can have its
step on the mound again. Sorry, trying to do too many things at once. Was trying to pick up all those changes. Sorry, spot to catch.
I think we did see Deal catch
might
one
have.
time, but has Patton ever pitched before? I don't remember it, to be honest.
I can tell you here in 1 second.
Renegades are very open to their versatility. A lot of, I guess you could call them two-way stars. A lot of pitchers, a lot of hitters.
So he has pitched in one game, well, one league game, one non-league game. We saw a whole plethora of pitchers in the non-league game against the JC Legends. His first pitch will be on its way. That one in there for called strike one as Jeb Jenkins, the first baseman, at bat. So Patton has pitched in 2 games. He has a 3.00 ERA, 3 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits. That one will be fouled off. So Jenkins will be down in the count at 0-2.
With Deal now behind the plate, we'll see how he fares with the Outlaws as they like to run crazy. They already have 6 stolen bases tonight. We'll see if he has any better luck. Claude has done a great job behind the plate, but he hasn't been able to get any out tonight. But we'll see if Deal can change then.
That one
finally
fouled
got
off.
them down.
That one fouled off, so we'll stay at 0-2. So Deal will come in from left field to catch. And then going out to left field will be Brady Voss. That's going to be a bouncing ball. That one also hit foul. So Brady Voss steps in at left field. I think that's all the changes.
All that I can see.
So still an 0-2 count here. That one fouled out as well. That off the net's going to trickle over by us. So still an 0-2 count as Patton in relief here. That one's going to be a bouncing ball hit to Denoyer at third base. He'll glove it, throw over to first in time. That is out. Number 1. That was a 5-3 put out. So now stepping in will be third baseman Cade Lott. He flew out to center field his first at bat, got a single, but then was thrown out at home as he tried to go in for 2 RBI. That one's a high fly ball to left field. Voss goes back and makes the grab at the warning track for a quick out, number 2. First pitch, a long out. Catcher Kalen Protaski will step in. He has an RBI double on the night and also been hit by a pitch. Patton looking to make this a 1-2-3 inning.
Which would be great to see. We haven't seen a lot of that.
First offering. That one inside part of the plate for called strike one.
Wow, for not a normal everyday pitcher, that was a pretty great curveball right there.
Yeah, it came out of the box over the plate. Outlaws leading 5-1. Next pitch, swing and a miss. That is strike number 2. Patton trying to make a 1-2-3 inning here. Send us to the bottom of the 5th inning if he can do so. The 0-2 pitch. Forthcoming, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. They're going to say double check to make sure they called it, and they do, and they confirm that he went around, so that will be a 1-2-3 inning. There's no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning as the Renegades trail by a score 5-1. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
Military life can have its challenges, but sometimes veteran life brings more.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Greg Gatson, Army veteran.
DAV helps veterans and their families get the benefits they've earned.
Today, I'm an entrepreneur, photographer, and public speaker, and I never tire of standing tall.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory is just being the best that I can be.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Extinction is forever. To save America's most iconic and imperiled species from extinction, we must fight for their future. Fight to save the natural lands that wildlife call home. Fight to limit pollution. Fight for smart development. Fight for their future. And fight for ours. For so goes nature, so goes us.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. As still on the mound, Jack O'Brien for the Outlaws. He'll get a couple more pitches here. As Seth Denoyer will be in the on-deck circle. So Seth Denoyer has a sacrifice fly to right field, but he gets credit for that RBI, as that gives the only run for the game so far, as the Outlaws lead 5-1. Mr. HBP Brady Voss, he is in the on-deck circle. First pitch, that one downstairs, ball 1 to Denoyer. So 1 ball, no strikes, the count from O'Brien. That one fouled off and comes back here to the net. There's a net there. My wife sitting beside me, and she was ducking and covering for her life. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count here. Nobody out as Denoyer, the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch. Next pitch, rather, on its way. That one called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You're listening just after 8:30 here on the Show Me Sports Network. 1-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss for strike number 3. Blake Gazaway here with you, joined by Grayson Smith here on the Show Me Sports Network, the exclusive home for Renegades Baseball and the Renegades Radio Network. And stepping in now, left fielder who checked in last inning, Brady Voss. Voss steps in. He's from Lake St. Louis, Missouri. 6 foot, 175-pounder, right-hander across the board, a sophomore at Missouri S&T. He has 12 hit-by pitches. First pitch outside, ball 1. He's leading the Mink League, if not a record for that. Also leading the team with hit by pitches.
The one thing Hamilton Anderson isn't leading in.
That one's going to be a chopper. Goes down the third base line. So that'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, Voss just has a magnet apparently attached to his left elbow. That's most of the hit by pitches have been on that left elbow. He's got a pad there. He's going to foul that one off. He has that guard on the left elbow. That's where most of the hit by pitches have come. He also had 2 in the back of the helmet one evening. Had at least 1, if not 2, in the back right in the middle of that 6 he wears. 1-2 pitch. That one is going to be a high fly ball hit to left field. That's not going to leave the park. Going back on it, left fielder will make the grab head high for out number 2. So that will be the second out of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup in left fielder, now catcher, and Caden Deal. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout looking and a strikeout swinging. So he'll step in. As he said, started in left field. Now he's been put behind the plate in the catcher role. First pitch to him, well outside, ball 1. We play here bottom of the 5th inning. Renegades trailing to the Outlaws 5-1. He'll show bunt. Pulls it back. Is that ball low? 4-2, 2 balls, no strikes. As 5 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Outlaws. 1 run, 1 hit, and 2 errors for the Renegades. O'Brien looks in, 2-0 count. Next offering, that one's going to be fouled back. That'll take it to 2 balls and 1 strike. Carter Mize, the first baseman, he's standing in the on-deck circle. O'Brien trying to wrap up his 5th inning of work as he gets the start for the Outlaws. Two-one pitch. That one called strike 2. And the fans didn't agree with that.
A big hole growing from the fans behind us.
Well, evens a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here. We work the bottom of the 5th. There's going to be a chopper. It's going to get through. And he's going to be standing at first base with a 2-out single to left field. Diving try by the third baseman and the shortstop, neither of which could come up with it. Carter Mize digs in. He's 0 for 2. And a strikeout in the dirt, throw over to first, got him, and a fly out to the shortstop in shallow right field. He's second on the team with his hitting percentage. 2 outs here, runner on first base. O'Brien takes a deep breath. First pitch outside, ball 1. Carter Mize named our Show Me Sports Network Athlete of the Week from the first week of the season. So it's almost got it a little late, but he had it from his play then. First pitch, swung on and missed. That evens the count of 1 ball and 1 strike. He had a nice little plaque he got to take home. And
yeah, did you make that? That was really nice.
That was a custom-made plaque. You're absolutely right. I made that. He also gets the cutting line for the next after-game meal. So that one fouled off. That makes it 1 ball and 1 strike. Said I told him and told the team when I presented it that didn't have a whole lot of things it comes with, but you get the nice plaque and you get the cutting line, and they all agreed that was A-okay. That sounded like 2 good things. So.
Yeah, that's definitely a prize that I would want.
And they made him give a speech. So the 1 ball, 2 strike count from O'Brien. That next pitch will be on its way. Deal is going to steal for second, and they're going to have a bad throw into center field, so he's going to get up, but probably wisely does not go to third base, so he's going to get a stolen base.
Man, if that was not a bad throw, he would have been dead in the water. But he was lucky the pitcher just kind of pulled his arm a little too far and threw it to the left side of him. Got away from the shortstop. And Deal got lucky making it into second base. He's giving the Outlaws a taste of their own medicine.
He tried tried to go, but just went a little early as O'Brien just takes so long as he looks in and gets his feet set. He rocks him back and forth. Then he makes his pitch. So 1-2 pitch. That one swing and a miss for strike number 3, and that will end the inning. So they were unable to score any runs, but did leave one runner on the base path as we'll go to the top of the 6th inning as the Outlaws 5, the Renegades 1. We'll pause and be back as you're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball, here on the Show Me Sports Network.
To me, the most important thing about being in the human race isn't winning. It's participating, living life to the fullest, emphasis on living. This is what makes life, life. Yet how much of life are we willing to miss out on? Untreated hearing loss affects our mobility. It increases the risk of falls by 50%. Good hearing health is essential to staying engaged and doing what we love. Hear well and stay vital. Get a hearing health check every year.
After I came home from Iraq, I could still hear the booms. Makes it hard to be a good mom.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Naomi Mathis, Air Force veteran.
DAV helps veterans get the benefits they've earned.
Thanks to DAV, I was able to begin to heal.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory is being able to be here for my children.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Well, we see a new temporary catcher in the game. Dawson Schumann now catching some balls from Andrew Patton. As Deal was getting his gear back on, we said, seen him, I think, just one time this season behind the plate, but
I think Schumann was wearing Alec LaRose's helmet to catch.
yeah, I believe he was. I'm sure they only have a couple of those, but it's good to see him out after he took that injury a couple weeks ago. He's playing third and had a tough throw to first and went down with a shoulder issue, and he's been able to get rest and get it iced and get back out here. So stepping in will be center fielder in Drake Anderson. He is 2 for 2 with 2 RBI singles. So that's a 5-1 lead for the Outlaws. First pitch from Patton, swing and a miss. Might have caught a seam on it, but either way, it's strike 1. Patton's doing a fabulous job here coming on in relief effort. There's called strike 2.
Yeah, he was able to get a 1-2-3 inning last inning. And like I said earlier, not a typical pitcher. Mostly plays the outfield, but he's done a stellar job so far tonight.
0-2 pitch on its way. That one upstairs, ball 1. Yeah, we'll say we've talked about it at least a couple times about the versatility of these Renegades players and playing multiple positions, and this is a good case right here as Patton has played in the outfield most of the season. We've seen him on the infield, I think, once. There's going to be a little blooper hit, foul down the first base line. Well, we've seen him at least one game where he came in and played on the infield, but usually he plays out in the outfield. Seen him pitch now a couple of times. Seen Deal play in the outfield. We've seen him play in the infield, and now we've seen him play behind home plate. So he'll throw down the signs for Patton. Patton will shake it off. Now he'll get what he's looking for quickly with the pitch. And there's another ball foul. So we'll do the 1-2 pitch again. Decent crowd has made their way out to the ballpark this evening. Here on this beautiful night at historic Ernie Vivian Field. 1-2 pitch on its way. That one fouled into the net in front of us. So we'll do the 1-2 pitch again. Umpire calling for more baseballs. So Patton trying to get the first out of the inning after he went 1-2-3. And a 5-3 put out, a fly out to left field, and a strikeout in the previous inning. His first inning to work on the mound. He'll shake off the first sign, now gets what he's looking for. 1-2 pitch, that one again foul. That one over near the dugout. of the Outlaws. This will be pitch number 8 of the at-bat. Patton shrugs off the signs. Still not getting what he wants. Now he's got it. He's locked in. 1-2 pitch on its way. That one's going to be hit a mile high in the air, but it's going to stay in the infield, and coming over and making the grab is Burton.
I completely lost that ball. I thought it was a foul ball. Instead of looking towards second base, I was looking straight up in the sky.
Well, I only knew where it was going based on the guess from where everybody else was initially looking from, but you're right, it's hard to tell as that thing went up in a hurry. Now top of the lineup, and Lawson Faria, the shortstop, first pitch to him, fouls it off. He has a strikeout, a walk, and a hit by pitch. So Faria down in the count at 0-1. Patton's next offering, that's going to be a hard hit ball into right field for a single. Dell able to track it down, but it'll send Faria at first base. So Brandon Ulmer, the right fielder, he has a single, infield single, a fly out to center field, and a strikeout in his game tonight.
Outlaws looking for now steal number 7. So they now have a runner on the base pass, and Faria. And we might see Deal get his first chance.
That one called strike 1.
Oh, you know what I do remember? The one time Deal did catch. He had a ball come right over here towards us, and he turned his back and just chucked it towards second base and got the runner out. I do remember that now. It was a fantastic play.
Yeah, you're right. I kind of vaguely remember that too. 0-1 pitch. It's going to be a hard hit ball into center field. Coming over, making the running grab. They have a chance for a double play, but the throw not going to be there in time as Reether doing a great job. In center field was checking to make sure that wasn't Voss, but that's Reether tracking it down. He made a running grab going to his left, and he gets that out. Number 2, left fielder Ethan Ellis steps in. He flew out to left field, had a single left field, and walked, and has 2 stolen bases. How many pitches before Faria takes off for second base? First pitch, that one called strike 1.
Well, we've seen it all game. We haven't seen it. Well, I don't remember from the last game. They do not steal in the first pitch, though.
How many pitches you think we'll see before they take off for second here with Faria?
I'm going to go with 2 more. Well, never mind.
That one hit high in the air, but shallow left field coming in. Making the grab for out number 3 is Voss. So despite giving up the 1-out single, Patton is able to get out of it. So we will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's still a 5-1 score. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades Baseball, here on the Show Me Sports Network.
I left the military with a traumatic brain injury. I came home to fight depression, anxiety, and alcohol.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Adam Greathouse, Army veteran.
DAV helps veterans get the benefits they've earned.
With DAV's help, I've built a new life for myself.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory is just experiencing life.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
If you are struggling to afford your internet bills during the pandemic, there's a temporary government program that may be able to help. It's called the Emergency Broadband Benefit, and it provides up to a $50 monthly discount on your broadband bill to qualifying households. Find more information about the program, including if you qualify and how to enroll, at fcc.gov/broadbandbenefit, or call toll-free at 833-511-0311. That's 833-511-0311. 3-1.
5 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors, 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 errors for the Renegades. So leading off will be designated hitter and Hamilton Anderson. He is 1 for 2. Umpire says turn the music off, so now they're ready. Anderson, first pitch from O'Brien, that outside. Ball 1. Tommy Reether will be in the on-deck.
Yeah, he struggled early, but he's just been sitting them down left and right lately.
1-1 offering. That's a high fly ball. Going to be hit towards shallow center field. Going back on it, making the grab is Anderson. So Anderson puts out to Anderson for out number 1. So Mize will, sorry, wrong one there. Tommy Reether steps in. Looking at one thing, reading something else. So Tommy Reether steps in. As he is 1 for 2, has a single and a fly out. To left field, he'll show bunt. Ball way outside.
Catcher doing a little spin move to catch that one.
Yeah, he pirouetted on his knees there as Protaski had to go way outside to get that. Reether ahead in the count at 1-0. Next pitch, he'll foul that one off. That was headed towards Colin Dimmel in the on-deck circle. So it'll take us to an even count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Renegades trail 5-1. 1-1 pitch on its way. That one upstairs, ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike here. 2-1 offering on its way. That one outside, ball 3. So Reether looking to possibly take a walk here. Most importantly, get on base. As the Renegades trying to cut down this Outlaw lead, that's 4 runs. Next pitch, that one fouled off the catcher, off his hand, so he's going to shake that one off a little bit. It's off that left hand that he has his catcher's mitt on. Looked like it caught him right on the bottom part of the hand, right near his pinky. So we'll go full at 3 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out here. Reether again digs in on that left-hand side of the plate. He'll open his stance up a little bit and kick that right leg towards first base. Now he'll even it up with the pitch. He's going to hit off the end of the bat into right field, so he'll have a 1-out single as he hit it just on the button on the end of the bat, and he'll be at first base. As shortstop Colin Dimmel steps in now. He has a strikeout and a fly out to center field. He steps in with 1 out. And a runner on first base, that's Reether. Dimmel will windmill the bat a couple times. Now he'll get it cocked and loaded by his right ear. O'Brien gets the sign. There's the first pitch. And that one's going to be hit a mile in the air. Coming in shallow left field. Left fielder can't find it, and he makes the grab at last minute. I couldn't find it either. That is just luck right there. Guess I'd rather be lucky than good, but he literally just happened to be standing right underneath it. And what caught it, located it about 3 foot above his head, and it just fell in his glove. But either way, whether it's luck or skill, it is out number 2. Right fielder David Dell will step in. He's had a walk and a fly out to the shortstop. So he's 0 for 1 on the night. First pitch to him, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Reether down on first base. You think the odds are he's going to steal here?
I mean, he's not a slow guy, so I mean, possibly, especially with 2 outs, but we'll see. Maybe on the 2 strikes he might.
Throw over to first base. Reether back in time. why I'm on this side of the fence and not coaching, because I think I would have been sending them there. Definitely would have got picked off. O'Brien looks in. 0-1 pitch forthcoming. Reether is going to go to second base, and they'll throw down. And the throw is offline. It's going to go in center field, and Tommy will stay at second base.
I think that's his second stolen base of the night.
He reached second on a wild pitch.
Oh, you're right. Second time making it to second base.
That's right. That's right. But we were on the same wavelength as thought he should go, and he did. The pitch was a strike, though, for Dell, so he's got to protect the plate at 0-2. 2 outs here. Reether on second base now. O'Brien will check the runner on second. Now there's the pitch, and a little blooper is going to go into right field, and it's going to go into the right corner, and it should be a scoring play as Dell will be at second base.
There we go.
And he'll get an RBI double as Reether will score from second, and Dell hits a double into the right field corner, and that scores 1 as it cuts that lead from 4 to 3. As we now sit at 5 runs for the Outlaws, 2 runs for the Renegades.
That is exactly what the Renegades needed. I mean, Demo just kind of slapped that ball in the right field, and I mean, if that's what gets this I cannot speak at the moment. If that's what gets these Renegades rolling, then that's perfect. I mean, not even just for scoreboard-wise, just mentally, just trying to get more runs on the board. If this can get them going, then it's going to be a big break for the Renegades.
Well, second baseman Ben Burton steps in. He's 1 for 2 with a single to right field and a 6-3 putout. He's one that we know can do some damage with 2 outs, which is what he'll have when he steps to the plate. Runner on second base. That's Dell with that RBI double. O'Brien looks in here as we play in the bottom of the 6th inning. Burton digs in from the right-hand side of the plate. O'Brien's first offering. That one's outside, ball 1.
You think this is O'Brien's last hitter, either way it goes?
I think this is definitely his last inning. I don't know. He might have one, could have another batter or 2.
Depending on how much longer this inning goes.
Right.
Burton can get on.
Depends on how many pitches Burton takes here. That one's to the wall, and Reether will jog down to third base. So he will be that's Burton down to third base with the wild pitch. So that one got his catcher crossed up, did O'Brien. One thought they were going zig, and the other one was going zag. That does even the count. So 2 outs here, runner on third base. That's Dell. Dell having the RBI double that scored Reether. Not sure what the home plate umpire was saying over towards the Outlaws dugout. So Burton steps back in. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here, runner on third base. 1-1 offering. That one outside. Ball 2. I think you're right, though, on O'Brien. This has got to be close to his last at-batter that he will see probably tonight. 2-1 offering. That one in the dirt. Ball 3. I see somebody warming up down in the bullpen for the Outlaws. But it looks like they're just playing catch there, trying to get loosened up. So 3-1 offering to Burton, forthcoming. 3-1 pitch. That one upstairs walked him. So it'll be a 5-pitch walk, and Burton will be standing on first base. Dell still over at third base. after reaching third on that wild pitch. Third baseman Seth DeNoyer, he has a strikeout and also a sac fly with an RBI. So he steps in. Be a good chance for him to possibly tie the ball game up here if he could launch one over the fence. 2 outs here, 2 on.
I wouldn't complain with just one more run.
Burton has a healthy lead at first. That one on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. DeNoyer will dig back in. Right-handed batter. 0-1 pitch from O'Brien, forthcoming. Swing and a miss.
He was trying to tie the game up there.
Strike 2. So that'll take it. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Brady Voss. He is in the on-deck circle. So DeNoyer down in the count at 0-2. That one swinging a miss in the dirt. And they're going to say he's out at first. And that will end the inning. But the Renegades were able to score 1 run. They now trail 5-2. We'll pause and be back. You're listening to exclusive coverage, Renegades baseball, here on the Show Me Sports Network.
We worked our whole lives to save, just to spend it on time. With these two, filling buckets of memories. This is what makes life, life. Yet how much of life are we willing to miss out on? Because even mild hearing loss doubles our risk of dementia. Yes, dementia. Good hearing health is essential to staying engaged and doing what we love. Hear well and stay vital. Get a hearing health check every year.
Chris Domine is a husband, father, an athlete, even an Ironman. But 10 years ago, Chris's kidneys were failing.
The doctor said if you don't get a kidney transplant, you are going to die.
Chris received a second chance, made possible by an organ donor.
Your well-being changes from loss of hope to better times ahead.
What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
We'll go to the top of the 7th inning as the Outlaws lead 5-2. Renegades were able to plate 1 run there and cut that lead from 4-3. 5 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors for the Outlaws. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors for the Renegades. As leading off the top of the 7th inning, second baseman Brett Weimers. He is 0 for 3 with a ball caught in foul territory by Mize. Then a strikeout and a fly out to left field.
Renegades still have Andrew Patton on the mound, wearing number 3, pitching his 3rd inning. His first pitch is lined to Ben Burton for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Andrew Patton.
That was a laser.
Yes, it was, right off the nose.
Now stepping in, designated hitter Sam Golden. He's been hit by a pitch, had an RBI single and a fly out to right field.
Golden wearing number 40, batting on the right-hand side. And his first pitch, hit by pitch, right between the numbers on his back. His first pitch is taken for a ball. Golden, one of the many players tonight to have a stolen base. I kind of lost track. I think they're at either 6 or 7 so far. Next pitch is taken for strike 1.
They do have 6 indeed.
That's what I thought. 6 stolen bases for the Outlaws then.
Haven't had any in the last 2 innings because they haven't been able to get on base.
We'll hope it stays that way as Andrew Patton's done a great job. Great curveball, completely fooled Golden. Looked like it was going to hit him, just dives right in for a strike.
Yeah, Golden was turning his back to take another hit by pitch between the 4 and the 0 on his jersey, and He turns around to face a 1-2 count with that call to strike.
So he taps his foot, wiggles his bat. Umpire's going to call time. As Deal and Patton are trying to connect, get the right pitch to hopefully get Golden out. So there's a 1-2 count on him with 1 out. Patton gets a sign. He delivers, and that's going to be foul ball right into the bullpen of the Outlaws. Not sure what the umpire was saying there.
I think he's asking for 3 balls when next time they bring some out. He wants 3.
Gotcha. Golden has a 1-2 count. Patton delivers, and it's another curveball. It's going to be fouled straight back.
Patton's done a good job of getting these hitters off balance and making them foul them off.
He has shown a great curveball so far. It's pretty much fooled hitters. It fooled Golden just a few pitches ago. Still the 1-2 pitch on Golden. He's going to swing and hit a high fly ball. That's going deep towards the scoreboard, and it's over the scoreboard as Golden's going to hit a solo home run off Andrew Patton. And that thing is gone forever.
Yeah, that was, so it says 375 out there, so I'm thinking it's about we'll say 365 where the scoreboard is, and they have delayed fireworks.
Don't think that's for the right team.
Somebody set off some fireworks in the background. You know, at this point, nothing would surprise me from the Outlaws. I would not put it past them to have somebody back there with fireworks. I would be shocked nonetheless if they didn't organize that. First baseman Jeb Jenkins will step in.
I love how it's just one singular firework also as Jenkins fouls the first pitch off for strike 1.
That's what I'm saying. I would be surprised if they don't have somebody back there, or it was a malfunction that the person who's running those just knew it was a home run and they didn't know which team it was or thought it was the Renegades.
Just delayed one single firework. That's pretty funny. Next pitch on Jenkins is taken high for ball 2. So it's a 2-1 count on Jenkins. Patton got a quick out number 1, giving up a solo home run. He's up to his 3rd batter of the inning. Next pitch is taken for a ball to make it a 3-1 count. Outlaws now lead by 4. They have a 6-2 lead. Next pitch from Patton is a good curveball just inside. Umpire didn't really say anything, but that's going to be a 5-pitch walk.
Patton running into a little bit of a jam here. What I was starting to say before we got sidetracked on the single lone firework was estimate that to be about 380-footer.
That thing was crushed. It went right over the Ernie Vivian Field sign over the scoreboard. I thought it was going to hit it, just went straight over right by the tree.
Yeah, that's got to be it was about 20 foot over the wall.
I think that thing was crushed. First pitch is going to be lined into left for a base hit. I didn't catch the name of who was up to bat, but hits a little chopper to left for a base hit.
The third baseman. Sorry, allergies are kicking up.
God bless you. So Lott hits the first pitch single. Sorry to interrupt.
It'll be catcher and Kalen Protaski at bat.
Protaski wearing number 22, batting on the right side. As Patton's in a little bit of a jam now. He got the first pitch, 1 pitch, 1 out, but now he's giving up a home run. And he's got 2 runners on base now as he's going to hit ball to Burton. He's going to go for 2. That's just going to be the out at second base, so you can only get one. So Protowski grounds out to Burton on the fielder's choice to second base. So now there are runners on first and third.
Now stepping in, Drake Anderson, the center fielder.
So runners on first and third now for Anderson. He's batting on the left side. He shakes his bat off his shoulder, up and down. First pitch from Patton is good breaking ball for strike one. Patton looking to limit the damage. Only one run scored, but he has two runners on. Next pitch is grounded up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit, and that's going to be another run scored for the Outlaws. As Anderson moves the catcher Protowski to second base. Run scores, and that's now 7-2 Outlaws.
Do need to correct myself here. I said Anderson, but it's actually Angeron. I either had I swear that's what the roster said was or Anderson. So I apologize. I've been calling him the wrong name all night, but it's actually Drake Angeron. So he has that RBI single. Now back to the top of the lineup in Lawson Faria.
So Angeron gets a RBI base hit up the middle. So 2 runs have scored so far in for the Outlaws here in the 7th inning. Runners on first and second for Faria as he takes first pitch for a strike.
Patton has been fighting hard on the mound.
Yeah, he had a good first 2 innings. He got a quick first out in this inning. He's just kind of struggled so far as he's given up a few base hits. He gave up a solo home run to Golden. Now he faces right-handed hitter in Faria as that pitch is skied high and deep to right field. And making the catch is Dell. And that will be the 3rd out of the inning. Patton gets out of the jam. He gives up 2 runs on a solo home run and an RBI base hit up the middle. So Outlaws now lead 7-2 as we go into the bottom of the 7th inning. We're going to go into the 7th inning stretch. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
There's just something about music that stirs the soul, makes us crank it, let go and come alive. This is what makes life, right? Yet what if too much of a good thing today could make us miss out on life tomorrow? 1 in 5 American teenagers now has some type of hearing loss. Loud noise is the most common cause. And these days, we're plugged in louder and longer than ever. Let's hear for life. Turn the volume down.
Roxanne Watson is on a mission to have more people sign up as organ, eye, and tissue donors. What drives her? Roxanne received a heart transplant made possible by an organ donor.
I decided that day to devote myself to signing up the most people in the United States. That's my goal.
Now she's a powerful force for good. What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
New pitcher in the game for the Joplin Outlaws as they have Masayuki Mawahashi. He is from Japan. He throws right, and he is a sophomore at Highland CC. We saw him in the last game against the Renegades. He's pitched 2 games so far. He's thrown 3 innings with 1 strikeout, 1 walk, and no hits. I talked about it last game against the Outlaws. He has, just like a lot of Japanese players have, they have the unique leg kick as they are trained to do so, make him pitch profoundly.
Yeah, he looked very impressive 2 nights ago.
He's working with a 5-run lead as the Joplin Outlaws lead the Jefferson City Renegades by 5, 7-2 as we're in the bottom of the 7th inning. We have left fielder for tonight in Brady Voss. He took over for Deal, who is now catching for tonight's game.
He took over for Calero, who started the game behind the plate. Voss is 0 for 1 with a long fly ball to left field that was out number 2 innings ago.
So Voss is up to bat, batting right-handed. As he goes against Maruhashi. First pitch is taken low for ball 1. Renegades looking to do some damage as they're still losing by 5 as Voss takes strike 1.
Here the fans didn't agree with that call.
No, they did not. Next pitch from Maruhashi is right down the middle for strike 2. Well, nothing new on point streak. Griffins are playing the Bombers. Des Moines playing the A's. Nothing new there. Still says 0-0.
They're still in pregame. It's been the longest pregame I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, it just says pregame around 7 o'clock, but it happens to be 9:15 now as the next pitch is taken for a ball for Voss. So I'll make it 2-2 on Brady Voss, the left fielder. Next pitch from Maruhashi is fouled on the hands. Straight back for, well, still strike 2. Voss steps back in, moves his bat, moves it up and down. Maruhashi delivers. Next pitch is rung up. Late call from the umpire. Lots of groans from the home crowd. So that's going to be strikeout number 1 for Maruhashi in the first out of the inning for the Outlaws.
Back to the top of the lineup we'll go as Caden Deal, left fielder, then moved to catcher tonight's game. He has 2 strikeouts, one of each kind, and a single left field, a stolen base as well.
So Deal stepping in from the left side. He shows bunt, but takes first pitch for a ball. Next pitch from Maruhashi. He shows bunt again, but he takes strike 1. So I'll be making a 1-1 count on Caden Deal, the catcher for tonight's game, who filled in for Al Claro. Next pitch from Maruhashi is swing and a miss from Deal.
And I don't know if Claro left the game just to try to shake things up, or if he left because he did have that that one pitch that caught him on the leg. That not sure.
So 1-2 count on Caden Deal. He takes high for ball 2. I forgot Maruhashi. Sometimes when he pitches aggressively, his hat likes to fall off.
He has a good amount of hair, and that hat doesn't quite fit tight on his head.
So I'll make it 2-2. Next pitch delivered is going to be a high fly ball in the deep left field. Left fielder has a beat on it, and he's going to make the catch for out number 2. So 2 quick outs by the Renegades.
Carter Mize will step in now, first baseman. He is 0 for 3 with a strikeout, a fly out to shallow center field, and also had a strikeout swinging that was a dropped ball that got thrown down to first base. Carter Mize will be in the on-deck circle.
So Mize up to bat. Anderson in the on-deck circle. Next first pitch is taken down and away for ball 1. Mize playing first base tonight. Wearing number 18. Next pitch, he's going to break his bat. It's going to fly towards second baseman.
That was a good bat.
And that's going to be out number 3. That was
my favorite bat he had.
Well, Well, it is.
That thing is splintered almost from top to bottom, just straight down the core.
So Renegades go down in order, 1, 2, 3. They scored no runs, no hits. They're still losing by 5 against the Outlaws. We head to the top of the 8th inning. You're listening to exclusive coverage of the Jefferson City Renegades here on the Show Me Sports Network.
A few years ago, Steve Faircow's lungs were failing.
I don't think I had more than a couple weeks to live.
That's when Steve received a lung transplant made possible by an organ donor. Now Steve can do things he never imagined, like climbing 94 floors to the top of a skyscraper.
I never knew that breathing could feel this good. It's an incredible gift.
What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
Performing on stage takes mental and physical preparation. But one thing I never thought to prepare for was cervical cancer. 91% of cervical cancers are caused by the human papillomavirus, or HPV. The good news is there are vaccines that can protect you or your children from cancer. I survived my cancer, but you can stop cancer before it starts. Talk to your doctor and go to thinkaboutthelink.org to learn more.
Not a great time for singing as Renegades are losing by 5 still against the Outlaws.
Well, the Outlaws will send right fielder and Brandon Ulmer to the plate. He is 1 for 4 with 2 flyouts to center field, a strikeout, does have a single and a stolen base.
We still have Andrew Patton on the mound. He's going in for his 4th inning of work so far. He's pitched a pretty good game. He had a rough outing last inning, but he was able to get out of it quickly as he only gave up 2 runs. So Outlaws third base coach is finally making it back out there. Outlaws showed they like to be late. Saw that with the firework. Usually it's fireworks, but no, it was just firework.
I'm telling you, nothing would shock me.
Good pitch on the outer corner. So I'll make it 2-1. Shakes his bat around. He gets the pitch he wants. Patton delivers. And it's a high little blooper into left field, but Demo's going to be out there to make the catch for out number 1.
Kind of got him crossed up, was just sliced it off the side of the bat. Now stepping in will be Brett Weimer, second baseman. He is 0 for 4, has a fly out in foul territory, has a strikeout, a fly out to left field, and popped out to the second baseman.
Weimer batting on the right side, wearing number 17. He gets set in, he moves his hands. Patton gets the pitch he wants, he delivers, and that's going to be taken high by the face, ball 1. Weimer steps back. I cannot speak tonight. Next pitch from Patton is a strike. All right, let's try this again. Weimer steps back in. Words are tough. Patton shakes him off. Waits to get the pitch he wants from Deal. Nods his head. He delivers. And that's a crushed ball out to left field. Voss is chasing after it. He makes a leaping catch at the wall. What an outstanding play by Brady Voss.
Where's the firework for that?
He deserves one for that. It looked like he almost just robbed a home run. He just leaped straight in the air and brought it back down. I mean, left fielder's been playing great tonight. That was an outstanding play.
That was good, yeah.
That's out number 2.
He made that exciting, to say the least.
It's making his home crowd happy after trailing right now.
Brett Weimers, he'll step in. He's 0-4.
First pitch is down for ball 1. I think Weimers just batted.
I think I told you wrong. That was Ethan Ellis, actually, who was up. This is Weimers.
All right, so Ellis was robbed by Voss. This here is Wiemers, who also bats on the right side. He wears number 9.
Misread my book here.
It's all good. I couldn't speak. We all make mistakes. 1-1 count on Wiemers as he takes a healthy cut on a curveball, but that's strike 2. I cannot get over that play from Brady Voss. That's got to be one of the plays of the year so far. So 1-2 count on Wiemers as time is called.
I've been very impressed with Andrew Patton coming on. As you said, 4th inning of work here.
Yeah, he's done a great job. He's shooting him down early so far. His next pitch is fouled away, out of play.
More often than not, these pitches have been fouled off. And he's come back to get him out with a strikeout or had him pop it up in play.
We have all the young fans going after that foul ball. Lots of them tonight. 1-2 pitch is fouled straight back off the net.
It's a cool 68 degrees here as we near 9:30 at historic Ernie Vivian Field.
Oh, and I'm getting sore.
Blake Gazaway here with you, joined by Grayson Smith. You know, it doesn't help. Notice anytime we go to Sedalia, they have the hardest benches to sit on you'll ever sit on in your entire life.
We had a better, I guess you could say we sat better than we did the very first time. We were far away from our desk as that pitch is skied high in the air in the infield, and it's gonna be Andrew Patton making a sliding catch.
Yeah, he's trying to make it acrobatic too.
So Patton sits down the Outlaws 1-2-3. Some great defensive plays to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Outlaws still leading by 5, 7-2. As you listen to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
My name is Blake. I received a heart transplant when I was 2 weeks old. I play defense for the Red Hot Tornadoes. Sometimes my heart starts pounding like faster and faster as I go. I know I have someone else's heart inside me. It makes me feel happy because someone was generous enough to give me a second chance to live.
This gift of life was made possible by an organ donor. Imagine what you could make possible. Sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
Using meth taught me everything about freedom, only not like you think. It taught me how easy it is to lose your freedom. If you think meth is taking control of you, ask for help. You have the power to be truly free. I know. I'm Jan, and I'm free from meth.
If you or someone you know is struggling with meth, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential treatment referral. Learn more at samhsa.gov/meth.
Same pitcher on the mound for the Outlaws. Marahashi goes in for his second inning. The leadoff hitter for the Renegades will be Hamilton Anderson, batting from the left side. And he is a designated hitter for tonight's game.
He's 1 for 3 in tonight's game. Leads the team in a lot of categories.
First pitch to him is taken outside for strike 1.
Nowhere, the only category that he's not leading in and he's nowhere close to is hit by pitch.
Neither is the rest of the team. 0-1 count on Anderson. He takes strike 2 away. And it just gives the umpire just a subtle look like, really?
Team has 27 hit by pitches, 12 of those owned by Brady Voss.
Wow, he has almost half of the team's hit by pitches. That's pretty crazy. 0-2 count on Anderson. He's going to swing and hit a high fly ball in the deep right field. Right fielder on the track at the wall. And it is out number 1.
Gave it a ride, but couldn't get it to exit the park. He knows how to do that. He had 2 in one game a couple of games ago. Center fielder Tommy Reether, he'll step in now. Left-handed batter, he's 2 for 3. He has 2 singles, a stolen base, and a fly out to left field.
Reether batting from the left side. He takes first pitch down and away for ball 1. Reether batting in the 4 spot today. Usually the leadoff hitter for the Renegades. He takes ball 2, upstairs. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Renegades losing by 5 right now. Outlaws winning by, or Outlaws have a score of 7-2 as Reether takes ball 3, making a 3-0 count. So Marahashi is behind on Reether. 3 balls, no strikes. Next pitch, outside for strike 1. That was a good pitch. So we have 1 out, 3-1 count on Tommy Reether. Like I said, we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Next pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. I'll make it a full count on Tommy Reether. So Reether now has a full count. He went from 3-0 to 3-2. Next pitch from Marahashi is taken high for ball 4. That's an elegant bat toss from Reether. So next hitter will be Demmel, the shortstop for tonight.
He steps in hitting 0 for 3 tonight. Has a fly out to left field, a fly out to center field, and a strikeout.
So Colin Demmel, the shortstop, wearing number 28, batting on the right side. We have Tommy Reether at first base. And Marahashi on the mound. First pitch, taking it inside for ball 1.
Trying to give Demmel a close shave there.
Yeah, that was borderline a couple centimeters from the jersey right there. So 1-0 count on Demmel. And that one hit him. Looked to barely hit him, but umpire says it did. So Reether makes it down to second, and Demmel makes it down to first as we have...
Right fielder David Dell steps in. I thought that hit him. It was a little bit of a delayed call there by the home plate umpire. I thought it was hit him, but Dell has had a walk, a line out to second base, and an RBI double last time he was at bat.
Yeah, he just slapped that double in the right field last time he was up. Hopefully he can do that again as Renegades are losing by 5. First pitch from Marahashi is inside for strike 1. On deck we have Ben Burton, the second baseman. Right now we have an 0-1 count on David Dell, the right fielder. Second pitch is very slow curveball. Demmel swings at it and fouls it off towards the dugout. That was almost like an ephus curveball. That thing was slower than we've seen all night.
Yeah, got Dell crossed up there. Pulled the trigger way too early.
So Dell now has an 0-2 count. Runners on first and second. And Reether and Demmel. Next pitch is a fastball. That's fouled off straight back. So he goes from the very slow curveball to a heater down the middle. Looking to fool David Dell. So Dell steps back. I cannot say that phrase at all tonight. He is back in the batter's box. Wiggles his bat. 0-2 count. Next pitch is fouled off again, out of play. See if those River Oak kids go run after that baseball.
I think they're already out there looking for the
Yeah, that's
one of the other ones.
That kind of just disappeared from the stands. So it's still an 0-2 count on David Dell. Marahashi delivers. Next pitch is low for ball 1. Dell wearing number 7. He is the right fielder for tonight's game. Wiggles his arms, wiggles his bat. Does a little toe tap. Next pitch from Maruhashi is right down the middle for strike 3. And he knew that. He walked straight away from the batter's box.
Second baseman Ben Burton steps in. He's had a single out in a 6-3 putout, so he's 1 for 2 with a walk.
Burton, the second baseman, batting on the right side, wearing number 20. And like my partner Blake said, he does have a base hit tonight. And he's been very clutch with 2 outs so far this season, hoping to deliver at least 1 more run for the Renegades. First pitch to him is right down the middle for strike 1. So runner on second and Tommy Reether, runner at first and Colin Demmel. So a walk and a hit by pitch. Now there's 2 outs, 0-1 count on Burton. Next pitch is in there for strike 2. So Maruhashi is 1 strike away from getting out of this.
It was a good looking pitch there.
Yeah, it just zoomed right by. So 2 strikes, 2 outs. Maruhashi waiting to get his pitch. He gets it, he sets up. Looks to second. He throws in, big curveball. Burton fouls it back off to the backstop.
Yeah, Burton having to protect the plate there. That was a wise decision to pull the trigger because that thing was dropping, and I have a feeling that if he doesn't foul that off, that's in there for a strike.
Yeah, that pitch would have definitely fooled him for sure. He windmills his bat. He shakes it. Next pitch from Maruhashi. He checks his swing, but he does not go. Umpire asking, did he go? And we still get the answer from the fans instead of the other umpire. Well, that'll make it a 1-2 count on Ben Burton. Maruhashi looks back to second. Next pitch is grounded up the middle. Second baseman is going to glove it. He's going to flip it to the shortstop, but it's not going to make it in time as Reether's going to come in to score.
Boy, they tried to make that fancy, and that cost him.
Yeah, he tried to make it fancy. His second baseman tried to flip it to the shortstop, but he flipped it too far to his left. And Reether just did not stop. He kept on running. That's going to score the 3rd run of the ball game for the Renegades. The next batter will be Seth Denoyer, the 3rd baseman for tonight's ball game.
He has a sac fly with an RBI and 2 strikeouts.
Denoyer batting on the right side, wearing number 15. As I said, he's playing 3rd base for tonight's ball game. So now there's runners on first and second again. Second base would be Colin Demmel. First base would be Ben Burton. First pitch is swung on and missed. Big cut by Seth Denoyer. On deck we have the left fielder, Brady Voss, who made a spectacular defensive play in the past inning. So 0-1 count on Denoyer. Another big cut, swings and misses, foul tips it into the glove. That'll be strike 2.
Denoyer's just a hair behind these pitches.
Yeah, if he gets on time, he's going to send that a long way. So he's now down 0-2. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Maruhashi gets set, he delivers. Next pitch is down and away for ball 1. His hat falls off once again. We're still in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2 outs, 1-2 count on Denoyer. Maruhashi looks back to second. Next pitch, cut swing, and he indeed went. So that's strike 3 on Denoyer. Renegades are able to score 1 run. They make it a 7-3 ball game as they head to the top of the 9th inning. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
My name is Caitlin. I'm 6 years old. I like to go to the beach with my cousins. When I was a baby, I was very sick. And then I got a liver transplant from an organ donor. It saved my life.
This gift of life was made possible by an organ donor. Imagine what you could make possible. Sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
New pitcher on the mound for the Renegades, number 45, Austin Brewer. He has been lights out so far this season. He's pitched in 5 games. He's pitched in 9.1, 9 1/3 innings with 17 strikeouts, 4 walks, 6 hits, and he has a 1.92 ERA. He has just been dominant so far this season. He last pitched against the Mustangs, where he got the W. He pitched 3 innings that game with 1 hit, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Not sure if that's updated. I feel like he pitched against the Outlaws just recently, but anyway, he's still been lights out so far this season.
Designated hitter Sam Golden will step in. He's had hit by pitch, an RBI single, a fly out to right field in that
Long home run. Long home run over the scoreboard. First pitch from Brewer is a fastball for strike 1. Yeah, Golden hit it right over the Ernie Vivian field sign into the tree. He got the lone firework. Next pitch from Brewer is foul ball towards the net. Strike 2. Strike dos. He steps back in. Finally got that phrase right. Wiggles his bat. Brewer delivers. And it's going to be line drive into right field. Dell coming in, slides in, and he makes the catch. Nice sliding catch by David Dell. Outfielders have just looked pretty great defensively tonight. A couple of miscues, but they've just been spectacular since then.
Stepping in now will be first baseman Jeb Jenkins. He's had a fly out to right field, fly out to left field, hit into a 5-3 put out, and took a walk.
Jenkins batting on the right side, wearing number 20. Windmills his bat, puts it by his ear. First pitch from Brewer. Set in. He checks his swing, but fouls it towards the backstop for strike 1.
We've seen that come back a couple times for the Renegades, so nice to see that unfortunateness happen to another team.
So 1 strike so far on Jenkins. Next pitch is a great curveball, swung on and missed. Strike 2. And that curveball was inside and low, and he had little to no chance of hitting that ball, but swings anyway. So Brewer has him down 0-2. He sets, he delivers. Strike 3 call, he's out looking. That was just a beauty of a breaking ball by Brewer.
Stepping in now will be third baseman Cade Lott. He is 1 for 3. Was thrown out at home.
He had a base hit until his last time up. First pitch from Brewer is a big swing and a miss for strike 1. Brewer continuing to show his domination so far. So he has 1 strike on Lott. Next pitch is another strike. Wow, he called that a ball.
He said it just missed.
Wow, that looked right down the middle to me, but anyways, it's going to be a 1-1 count. Next pitch from Brewer is big swing and a miss for strike 2. So Brewer has a 1-2 count on Lott. So we're in the top of the 9th inning. 2 outs. No runners on. Next pitch from Brewer is swung on and missed, strike 3. So Brewer sits them down 1-2-3 with a fly out to right and 2 straight strikeouts. Renegades are going to the bottom of the 9th, trailing by 4. We've seen them trail by 4 before and come back. We'll see if they can do it again here at home. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. You listen to exclusive coverage of Renegades baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
No one should face breast cancer alone. I'm Janelle Hale, founder and CEO of the National Breast Cancer Foundation. When I was diagnosed in 1980, there was no internet and little information available to make an informed decision. Today at NBCF, we help women at every step of their breast cancer journey. Early detection saved my life. It could save yours too. Learn more at nbcf.org/hope.
Number 28, Jake Algie. He has a 1.92 ERA. He's pitched in 4 games, 4 2/3 innings pitched with 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 4 hits. He's looking to close the game out for the Outlaws. So he's finishing up his warm-up pitches. First batter we have up to bat will be Brady Voss, the left fielder.
A lead off with Brady Voss. In the on-deck circle, Caden Deal, and first baseman Carter Mize.
Catcher throws down to second. And we are about to be underway in the bottom of the 9th inning. Steps in. First pitch from Algie is taken high for ball 1. We'll see if the Renegades can work their magic here in the 9th inning. Not to jinx them. They were able to come back in 10 innings, win 8-7. Next pitch is Voss is skipped in the dirt for ball 2.
Just throw it out there. Voss has been a couple games now and hadn't been hit by a pitch, so does have a team leading, Mink leading, possibly a Mink record 12 hit by pitch.
Maybe he can get something started and lean into one. Next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. He's looking to send that baseball far with that big swing. Algie nods. He gets the pitch he wants. He delivers. Next pitch is broken. Another broken bat. It's going to be rolled to the second baseman. Voss is going to try and beat it out. Throw to first is in time. Big groan from the home crowd. That was a very close play at first base, but he's going to be called out.
That's not just a broken bat. That's a shattered bat.
Yeah.
As that thing went into about 6 pieces.
All across the diamond.
They're going to have to do a little bit of work to pick up a few of those pieces.
The umpires do not have any support from Renegades fans right now. As D'Amelio is going to talk to the first base umpire about that call.
He was also out there making sure all the pieces were picked up too.
Maybe I'm just trying to cause
Caden
drama.
Deal will step in.
First pitch to Deal is taken for a ball. Sorry. I guess D'Amelio was picking up pieces. I guess I was trying to start drama. Second pitch to Deal is skied to deep left, and that's going to be foul ball just out of the reach of the third baseman. That's going to be strike 1 on catcher Caden Deal.
The walk-off bat company, they're going to have a new shipment of bats headed this way, as much lumber's been broken by the Renegades tonight and mainly in these last several games.
Yeah, they have broken a lot lately. 1-1 pitch to Deal is in the dirt, ball 2. Make it 2-1. Deal subbed in for Claro earlier in this game. He went from left to catcher. He's done a pretty good job. He hasn't had to deal with a lot of Outlaws runners, surprisingly. So he sends a foul ball laser towards top of the Outlaws dugout. As Renegades have been able to shut down the Mustang, or excuse me, not the Mustangs, the Outlaws. 2-2 pitch to Deal is skipped in the dirt for ball 3. Make it a full count.
I think this pitcher's going to have to buy the catcher some dinner after the game here. As that's about the third or fourth ball that he's thrown and bounced in the chest protector.
Full count pitch to Deal is another ground ball, foul ball. Deal making him work here in the 9th inning. Carter Mize is on deck. And in the hole is Hamilton Anderson, the designated hitter. Full count pitch to Deal, taken high for ball 4.
7-pitch walk right there.
Renegades looking to start something.
First baseman Carter Mize will step in. He's having an 0 for 4 night, so just as good as any time for him to let one rip here.
Mize broke his bat in his last trip to the plate. We'll see if this new bat can do some damage for the Renegades. First pitch to Mize is taken for strike 1. We had a great crowd tonight for River Oak Night. Fans have left. There are lots of children here tonight. Next pitch to Mize is taken for strike 2. But it was a fun night here at the ballpark. We had kids go on the field for some games. Lots of them running out for foul balls. It's just a fun night here. Just unfortunately, Renegades are losing still to the Outlaws. But looking to change that here. Next pitch to Mize is going to be grounded for a base hit up to right field. So Renegades looking to start something.
That's a good way to christen a new bat.
Yes, it is. Next hitter we have is Hamilton Anderson, designated hitter for tonight, wearing number 11, batting on the left side.
Hamilton Anderson 1 for 4 on the night tonight. Does have 4 home runs this season. Also has a team leading 22 hits. Carter Mize just behind him with 21.
So close race with Anderson and Mize. See who's the team's best hitter. And I won't complain if they keep playing like this. I really don't care who's the best hitter as long as they help the Renegades win some ball games. First pitch to Anderson is taken high for strike 1. So runner on second base, runner on first base. Runner on second is Caden Deal. Runner on first is Carter Mize with the walk and single. 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. 0-1 pitch to Anderson. There's going to be a ground ball to second base. He's going to look and throw to second base. Throw to first is in time to get him.
It goes as a 4-6-3 double play.
Yeah, 4-6-3 to end the game. And they're going to argue with the umpire. D'Amelio is not happy about that call. Umpires are going to talk to each other about this. They're going to call him safe at first base.
That is a good correction right there.
As Outlaws were coming onto the field to celebrate, instead there's going to be 2 outs with runners on first and third. And Tommy Reether steps into the plate.
So instead of a 4-6-3 double play, we now have a 4-6 fielder's choice.
So Tommy Reether looking to be the final hope for the Renegades. Runners on first and third. First pitch to him is going to be a high fly ball into deep left field. Left fielder under it, and he's going to make the final catch. And now the ball game has ended as the Outlaws win 7-3. As Renegades look to make a comeback, but aren't able to muster that win tonight. So Outlaws are now able to celebrate on the field. They tried it once. Now they can officially do it again. So that's going to be the 4th straight loss for the Renegades as they fall to 7-9 on the season.
Yeah, they had a chance there, and they certainly tried to come back and get it. I appreciate the fact it was a little too late to correct much, at least to help much, but they overruled that 4-6-3 double play and ended up making it a fielder's choice 4-6. So glad to see him change that, as I didn't think they got the out at first. But again, I'm on the wrong side of the net to have much opinion on that. I can have an opinion, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter because I'm sitting over here and not out there. So the umpires got together and decided that they had the call incorrect and changed that. But as you said, that's the 4th straight loss now for the Renegades as they fall here in this 7-3 final. As that puts them at a record of 7-9 now for the Outlaws. They move to 10-7 on the season. So we know that the Renegades will be no more than 2.5 games back. Can't tell you exactly how many games they'll be back, as the other games that are tonight that have some implications, as coming in, the Sedalia Bombers were sitting atop the Meek League standing, and without their game posted tonight, as not sure what their score was in Sedalia. It still says pregame, but the Bombers are hosting the Nevada Griffins. Again, our game here and that game a South Division matchup. So right now the Bombers sitting at 9-6, having the best record, but we're not sure how it'll go today. If they win, they'll keep the top spot. If they lose, then that'll shake it up a little bit. The other game from tonight that's going on, the Des Moines Peak Prospects, they're hosting the Clarinda A's. Again, no score posted from that one. So don't have much to update from the Meek League scoreboard. But the good thing is we have a couple days off here where Renegades can have a chance to rest and retool and get ready, as we will make the trip that's the furthest trip we make all season, as we'll be headed to Clarinda to take on the A's. That game on Friday, that doubleheader game on Friday, I should say. First game at 5, second game at 7:30, and then we'll be at Des Moines to take on the Peak Prospects. Again, that doubleheader at 5 and 7:30. Then to turn right back around to play that top-seeded Bomber team here at home at historic Ernie Vivian Park. That'll be on Sunday. That's set for 7 o'clock first pitch. We'll actually have a celebrity softball game. That'll start about 5 o'clock, and I really have some intentions to maybe try to put that on the air. Not sure, I haven't seen who all's involved with the celebrity softball game yet, but we're already going to be at the ballpark then, so why not have some fun and go ahead and put the celebrity softball tournament on the air as well. And then, like I said, that'll be about 5 o'clock. The first pitch time set for the Sedalia Bombers game, that at 7 o'clock. Oh, and that game, too, benefits Special Olympics of Missouri, so if you're in town on Sunday, please come out and support the Renegades, support Special Olympics of Missouri. A really awesome opportunity to support two of the great organizations here in town. And then we'll be on the road on Monday as we'll travel back to Sedalia and take on the Bombers at Sedalia. Again, that's 7 o'clock first pitch time. So in the basically in a week's time, we'll have seen the Bombers 3 times, just like we've seen the Joplin Outlaws twice in the last 3 days and last 3 games. So game could not fall in the favor of the Renegades, but they know what they need to do. They've got some work cut out for them, and most importantly, get some rest, get some players back at 100%, and get a chance just to reset. As we're already nearing the midway point of the season, it doesn't seem possible, but we're about halfway through this Meek League season this year for the 2021 campaign. That's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. Any final thoughts before we get out of here, Grayson?
No, I'm just hoping to see a better ball game for the Renegades on Friday against Clarinda. I'm just hoping to see some better offense, and pitching was stellar tonight, but just didn't go all the way through. And I'm just hoping for a better ball game as they head to Iowa.
So that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. For Grayson Smith, I'm Blake Gazaway here on the Show Me Sports Network until we talk to you Friday late afternoon as the Renegades will be at Clarinda taking on the Ace. First game of that doubleheader set for first pitch at 5 o'clock. We'll have pregame starting about 4:40 here on the Show Me Sports Network. Until we talk to you then, so long and have a great evening.
You've been listening to the best game coverage in the Mink League on the exclusive home for Jefferson City Renegades Baseball, the Show Me Sports Network, and the Renegades Radio Network. Blake Gazaway, Grayson Smith, and the broadcast crew are the guys that know your Renegades the best. Exclusive coverage of Jefferson City Renegades Baseball has been brought to you by Centurion Communications, Batteries Plus Bulbs, Avon with Michelle Carty, Storm Pro Contractors, Mossy Oak Properties, Law Office of Russ Swanigan, River Oak Christian Academy, Kathy Rush Remax Realty, Eddie Gaydell Society, Joe Mawkins Ford, Riley Automotive, Southwest Dental, Canterbury Hill Winery, The Dugout Sports Cars, Edward Jones, Central Bank, Farmers Insurance, Animal Medical Center, Downtown Chiropractic Clinic, Jefferson Bank, BE Renewed LLC, Poncheros, State Tech College of Missouri, MFA, and Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Join us anytime on the web at ShowMeSportsNetwork.com and JeffCityRenegades.com. The Show Me Sports Network and the Renegades Radio Network, your exclusive home for Jefferson City Renegades Baseball.